Dude.
Okay.
Okay. 87. Okay. Yeah, you don't gain any more rage levels, and as you touch into this obelisk, the fire extinguishes across your body, leaving. You have lost a lot of hair. Your whole body was immolated. Your clothing is burned and damaged. Not affecting AC because you're a monk, but yeah, you smell like a fire, a campfire right now.
Can I use mend on my clothing? Is there still clothing around me?
Yeah, I'll say roll a d20 with proficiency bonus to see how well you can mend up your clothes right now, at least. Because I'll say like it's kind of hanging on just a few little. An 8.
Total of 8.
You're a lot more of your burned, scorched skin is exposed right now, but you're able to make it so it won't fall off.
Well, I guess the most important question: how is my tail? Because my tail can make me stand 7 feet. I like being tall.
So your tail before was quite hairy, but now it looks a little bit more like a rat tail in a lot of spots, where it's just skin that's bright red from being burned.
I'm gonna wrap my tail around me.
Okay.
Be all sad.
Like a belt to keep your clothes on.
I'm gonna be both angry and sad.
But yeah, and as you guys or as Al, as you channel into this, the obelisk becomes a brighter red color. And Silas, did you say you wanted to do something, or you were probably just waiting, right?
Other than absorbing his fire, that was it. I was just waiting to go to the obelisk.
Okay, for sure. Oh, that's right. So what do you... Hey, Silas.
What's up?
Hey, Silas, do you want to channel the rage into the obelisk?
Oh yeah. No, like I said, I was just waiting for that dude.
Oh, my bad. Maybe I just didn't state that all that happened, and I think he stops.
But yeah,
Never mind,
I'll walk up and channel.
All right. All right, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Why isn't there we go? 24.
Okay. You are good. You're able to channel the energy back into the obelisk. You feel a bit of the rage subside as the obelisk glows a brilliant red at this point.
Wait, give me 1 second.
I charged it the most.
I'm gonna take my echo off of the map. It's confusing me.
What do you guys do?
Well, before we got off last week, we were all just moved out of the doorway, and somebody's gonna go through it. So we should do that to get some movement.
Yes.
I think we had to clear the way so I could get back to the obelisk, which was already done.
Yes, we did have to do that. Did he ever touch it?
I think he did, yeah.
Okay.
I did, and then I turned around, and then we decided to wait before going through.
We were waiting on... I think Al was asleep, so we just stopped there. I think that's when I... Like,
Yeah.
It never happened. What do you mean?
because you guys were starting, you're like, oh, now I can pass. And then they're like, well... Didn't want to split the party.
We all determined at this point we could walk through the gate. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. We'll say I think Silas said he had to take a call, an email or a call or something. Yeah. So you guys enter the hallway, and
Oh no, I'm upside down. I'm alive.
Are you?
No.
Not for long.
Half a turn.
all right.
Okay, bet.
Let's
What are
go
all
load
those
up the
fucking
map.
texts say? Working girl.
It's lore. That
Like,
is
that's
lore.
the one he read though.
Why not working boys?
I saw working boys. I saw working girls first because it was the biggest.
Chad,
Someday
I'm
we'll
here.
go back.
What's up,
Oh, that looks
Everblade?
terrifying.
We'll introduce you to the working girls.
I don't know if I want to. Is that floating?
Yeah, I don't know why it started. It was the last map was floating
Oh.
too.
Oh, I think it's floating on the monkey. No, never mind.
It's
Yeah,
just-
why is
we're
it
just
floating? That's
levitated.
interesting.
I don't know. It's actually kind of cool though. It's like
It's probably
it's
the
like a-
working
Oh,
girl.
it looks like the words are levitated and it might
Maybe
be
that's-
text.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
probably the
it's-
working girls.
above it. All right. So you guys head down this tunnel, and you notice that the cobblestone floor that you had been walking on transitions as you enter this room into like a mirror-like sheen of smooth stone, polished glass-like material. And you enter, and you see all the curved walls here on the room are polished as well, and the ceiling round. A lot of light is reflecting as you can see yourselves from the other sides of the room altered and morphed by the shape of the walls. And it is eerily quiet.
I guess we should take our spaces instead of
All right.
squeezing into this
Question.
little hallway.
Question. As we enter the room, I'll look down. Does the floor reflect us as we are now, or does it more reflect the walls?
So the actual image itself is not morphed because of its shape, but you stare for a few seconds and you look at your reflection and Jesus. I was having this. Never mind. You look at your reflection and it looks angry. It's furrowed brow staring back at you, your own self.
All right. That kind of changes what I was about to do, but that's okay.
Thank you for the sub.
So like
Fella.
how
Just got
safe
you
do
in
we
a
think
tizzy
this
down
next room
there.
is? I
Can-
wanna.
Can you repeat what you said, Silas? I know you're saying it to DM, but I didn't hear what you said.
I just want to know how spooky this room looks.
It's a good
Like
question.
I know you said light was bouncing around, but
So-
are we the only source of light?
Yes. So this entire room is a smooth, polished, black glass-like surface, similar look to obsidian, but perfectly smooth. And all these curvatures in the walls, these alcoves, basically, when you see your reflection in this glass-like substance, it is distorted because of its shape, but the floor does not distort it because of its shape. And it's just completely silent in this room, other than all of the movement you guys are making by talking, walking, etc. You can hear the panting of Toro that you normally never make note of, as that sound now sounds very loud,
You
as
okay,
if
buddy?
nobody was to be talking. just him, just kind of being a dog. You can hear,
He's just for some
And-
reason being a puppy right now. It's just being normal.
and
I
you
wanna-
you would probably make note that even you can hear your heartbeat, if nobody was to be talking. It seems like this is a very insulated area.
I just want to try something real quick. I know poison spray. It says target a creature, but can I just target the area in front of me?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
What's the
I
area?
just- I believe I would assume just a 5-foot square. If the normal target's a creature.
Oh, it's a creature targeting spell. Yeah, poison spray. Yeah, that's fine. You can target a 5 foot
Okay.
square.
Can I just... Where's my reflection? Is it directly
Depends
underneath me?
which one are you looking at? Because there's a reflection of you in the floor, and then if you look, there's
Okay.
probably about more than a
Um,
dozen in the walls.
Is there one right about here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna poison spray that spot.
I'm gonna back up a little bit
Okay.
just in case.
Okay. You poison spray, and you notice that your reflection that looks angrily back at you kind of waves its arms like it's trying to get it out of its um, out of its way. The spray that you put there, as it leaves a little gas cloud for a second.
But I'm not waving.
No.
Guys, I don't like this room.
Can we see that happen?
Yeah.
As he does that, I'm just gonna go up and I'm gonna move my hand up and see if my reflection follows the same way. Just a little test.
You move your hand, and the reflection does, but it takes there's a delay basically.
More time dilution.
I would like to take a look at my reflection as well.
Okay. You look at your reflection, and this reflection looks angry and also hurt as it's kind of staring and shuddering at its newly burnt wounds,
I'm gonna
and then
take
looks
that.
at you angrily with disgust.
Yep, I'm taking that as provocation. I'm going for a thwack against the surface with the staff.
Okay. Make an attack roll. You're hitting a wall, so the AC is very low. Okay. You smack your quarterstaff into, with your incense sensor, smacking into the obsidian-like substance, and you hear a loud clang that echoes through the room. The reflection starts to rub its head in pain, too, and you see tears well up in its face.
There's people
Does
in there.
does my echo have a reflection?
Yes. Your echo's reflection does not seem to have like any altered appearance than what it is doing, and what your actual echo is doing.
So we see like double the amount of me's
Yeah.
anyone else on
For
these walls.
for every other reflection of you, there is the shadow echo that is just standing there like it normally does.
I have an idea.
But yours is looking angry.
Oh no.
So, this image that I poison sprayed in front of me, what's it look like?
Your reflection,
Yeah.
it looks like you, and it
Well,
looks.
you know, you said some of them were angry.
Yeah. So basically, all the reflections on the walls, like they're slightly altered because of the shape, like a circus mirror. But every reflection that you guys look at of yourselves, even the regular looking reflection in the floor, is angrily looking at you and doing movements that you are not doing. But if you were to raise your hands, it would react after a few seconds.
So
or
it's
something like
it's
that.
almost like they're
Wanna-
trying to mimic our movements, maybe. But I was
I
gonna.
want to try something.
Hold up, Cameron, don't steal my spotlight. I'm not done yet. So I know common sign language because I assume no sound is coming out of the reflections. Because I
No sound in the
know,
room other than you guys.
yeah,
Your
because I know
reflection
we're
doesn't have to be
talking, so they'd
or-
reflect us talking, but no sound. So I'm gonna try. I know common sign language,
Okay.
and I'm gonna look at my reflection and sign, "Are you trapped?" and just see what happens.
It signs back, "We are trapped."
A sign back, "Are we real?" Oh, hi. Spooked me.
It signs back, "I don't know." Are you? It signs back.
Okay, I don't like this. So these definitely aren't our reflections. These are something a little different.
Um, based on watching him do that and like also knowing it, like I'm sure I could read their hands, but like I'm gonna take like a walk around the room and like see are we is it just us and there's nothing else? Like I want to look like very intently. Like is there anything that could maybe be a catalyst or something, or is it just the empty room?
Sure, make an investigation check.
I'm a terrible investigator. 10.
Other than the other hallway entrance at the exit or entrance or whatever at the other side of the room, you just see polished obsidian, and the walls polished as well. You don't notice anything.
I'll look around and say to the party, it might not be best for us to get too focused on what could be just delusions as well, or even tricks. Maybe for now we keep going.
So while he was saying that, I want to try to use Echo Teleport, but I'm one of the echoes that is a reflection.
Oh, so you want to teleport your echo?
Oh no,
at...
I want to try to teleport at one of these reflection echoes to see what happens.
Oh.
If I just teleport to my echo, or if I teleport within the wall.
Okay.
Good
I like
knowing
that. You teleport intently looking at one of the echoes in the wall, and you teleport into your echo.
Okay, so we would switch spots like that. Okay. It was worth a try. I wanted to see if I could get in the wall.
I'm glad that didn't work, or else she would have been Han Solo. I'm really glad that didn't work.
Like one of the paintings in Hogwarts.
Yes, yes.
Oh yeah.
We've been, well, I mean, I guess Shadow wouldn't have known this, but I feel like we've been through a lot of weird mind tricks, and I'm accustomed to think that this could possibly be one of them.
I would like to do something.
Do it.
Alright. So, I'll walk out towards the near center of the room or so, just to get a little space, and I'll kind of sit my little happy butt down, looking into this reflection of me beneath in the floor here. I'm going to just kind of use prestidigitation, hold my hand up over it, and create a small puff of sparks to see if anything happens with the reflection on the other side.
Okay. You create this small prestidigitation of sparks in your hand that does reflect in the mirror. And then you watch as your angry reflection does the same cantrip, and its angry face transforms into more of a neutral one as it smirks slightly and then seems to be getting more angry, but a little bit more neutral than before.
Alright, seeing this, I'm also going to, I'll just use prestidigitation again, and I'll soil the floor beneath to kind of block the view and to see if the reflection tries to, like, wipe at it or anything.
It does exactly that, and it becomes more angry again, like the original reflection, as it's trying to wipe away the smear of goo that you put on the floor that it can't.
Alright. I'll clean it, and then I'll stand up and I'll head over towards our lion friend.
Would have been so much nicer if I wasn't so fucking angry.
It would have been nicer if you would have exploded next to me so I could have absorbed you. But that's a different story.
Does mine and Ale's reflections look angrier than the others?
Make an insight check.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think you could be much more angry than Al at this point. Just
Fucking
saying.
bitch.
That one. You can't tell.
I'm angry.
Can Can I peer? I just want to peer down this hallway. Like,
does my reflection still look hurt?
Yes, and angry.
Angry.
And don't forget, guys, they look angry.
Yeah, no.
There's a lot of anger on this continent.
Because you look more angry than I am.
Oh yeah. Piercing, angry eyes, like wide open eyelids staring back at you. Almost psychotic
No,
anger.
nerd, I was coming to talk to you.
Oh, sorry.
And-
Well, you can talk to me before, but then that's what I want to do after. Because that's what I
Yeah,
want to
okay.
do. Sorry.
Looked up and you were gone.
Sorry.
I heard.
Oh, what is
Don't
up,
know
Pussy?
if it could be some kind of illusion, but I don't think it's just that. I think there's something else. The reflections do seem to respond to stimulus.
See, I do agree with you, but I don't know. Maybe it's just based off of distrust from the past or my past lives, but that could be someone mirroring us. That could be, it could be many different things. And I'm just saying, keep your mind open as you remember what happened, how we got here, how our minds were struck. It could just as easily happen again.
Putting my hand on the wall.
Okay. You put your hand on the wall, and it is a cold, glass-like feeling as your reflection. I keep wanting to say echo, but I know that's not as your as your reflection does the same, and you notice that its piercing, angry face becomes more neutral.
Does it feel anything other than a cold, hard surface? Now that his hand's technically overlapping mine.
No.
It's still the same.
Orion, walk and talk with me. Watch my 6. Even though clocks don't exist in this universe.
Watch myself.
Watch my ass.
I just want to peer down the hallway. Maybe I just want to see what I see. How long?
Sure, make a perception check. Because there's basically not much light at all. Most of the light in the room is from Orion's little glowing carvings in his chest, and anyone else that would happen to be casting light.
So I do have dark vision of 60 feet and fire sword out, if that means anything.
Fire sword definitely means something. That would be the main source of light in this room. Basically acting like a torch. And you stare down into the tunnel, and you notice that it curves to the right. You can't see past it, but beyond sight, you sense that it feels more humid down the hallway.
Well, I'm feeling a brief sense of humidity. It's not as bad as hell, though. Well, once I do suggest that we should probably not get too, I can't think of the word, obsessed with the selves we see, because they might be altars.
I heard. While we were over here, why don't you try walking down the hall?
Okay.
I agree.
Because last room we saw someone get like shoved back.
Okay, I attempt to walk down the hallway.
You walk down the hallway,
over here.
and you are able to just walk through.
So, as
Like,
I'm
you-
assuming I walk down the hallway, do I see any more with my 60 feet of dark vision and my sword? Because I will say I hang to the right.
Yeah, if you go past the right, you will see the next room, which I can describe to you.
Okay.
Basically. Yeah. And then everyone else, once you once you go there, you'll obviously know what I'm about to describe. Oh, I didn't write down a description of the room. That's fine. I will just I will import it first so I remember what it looks like. Oh god, it's gonna be floating higher.
We're building skyscrapers indeed.
Oh, I think I know why they're floating. When they get spawned in, they're locked.
So what you see,
they won't float.
I'm just gonna keep this orientation It's weird, but it'll just work for our purpose. It seemed to be fine there. You come in at the bottom here, right over here.
Oh, okay.
And you enter this humid room, and the floor transitions back to the mossy cobblestone. And in the center of the room, there's a very large pool of steaming water. Across the room, you see a small hole in the wall that seems to be filtering in water to this room that is quite steamy.
I will usher the rest of the party. I'll yell down the hallway that as far as safe can be, I think we are free to go in, but just watch your backs. I have a very bad feeling about this place. It's like an aching feeling almost. This does not feel... Something feels off.
Hey, friends. The lion says we should continue.
Mahu comes along.
I will pat my reflection, the stone that I'm currently touching, and I'll be right back. In a threatening way, because I want to kick his ass.
Sorry, what
More
did
angry
you...
than I did.
What did you say? My bad. What were you doing with the reflection?
I pat the stone, where the reflection is on his hand, and then mouth, be right back. In a threatening way. So with
In a
my
threatening way?
hand, putting a cutting gesture under my neck.
Jesus, okay. Your reflection starts to bang on the wall. It looks like it's cussing you out.
Well, that's not a good
what I
start.
want. That's the best way it can be.
And you notice as you walk across the room, every single reflection is doing the same thing of yours.
Gonna say I'm
gonna
gonna hang back.
I'm gonna put my middle finger out as I walk through to the next room.
Mahu looks like saddened at what he saw you do there. As I will describe just really quick, as he was staring at his, he just looked calmly at it. Definitely cautious, but trying to let everyone else see their own. Anyway, he was just kind of staring at his. But he does make note that he's kind of displeased by what you were doing.
Oh, I'm too angry to care.
I understand this rage is hard to control. The younglings from all living things on this continent go through strife that you are going through now, and we still do today. But I have trust in this ancient temple of my people that there will be no deceit. Perhaps this is some form of self-work or literally self-reflection of taming your own, I don't know. There is certainly, I would imagine, meditation here or practice of controlling anger.
Nah, you try going from 0 to 100 in literally half a second.
My little cousin did that such thing and burned away. You are lucky you did not stay inflamed for so long.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so let's go to the water. Maybe I can commune with Ceravos.
I was gonna say, do I hear them talking from
What
where I am?
water are you talking about?
He doesn't know yet.
Oh, I thought the guy said, I thought fucking blood burning man over there said
No,
something about.
I just mentioned that it seemed that it was safe to go through.
Oh. Well, let's go to a safe area. Maybe there's a way.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Could I hear Mahu talking from where I was? I don't know how long this hallway is that I went down.
I'll say that you could hear if you were focusing.
Yeah, because I mean, I was just sort of looking back, waiting. So basically, I was just gonna say, I understand that I believe we can trust you, Mahu, and it's not any edge towards your trust, but from what we've seen so far, you can't believe everything you see, especially if you've seen what we've seen so far. If you were in our positions, you'd feel the same way, I believe.
I understand. Being wary of others is a common instinct on most in Nozambla as well. It is behavior of intelligent beings to be distrustful, and that is why we survive.
True, but there was a moment there where you almost didn't, and then we were here. It was perfect place, perfect time.
Yes, it was, and perhaps this was written in the stars in the beginning of time. For our people, one of the other reasons I come is to learn of the knowledge that my ancestors had uncovered with rumored technology.
Technology.
Oh, I may have been muted.
You were.
I was trying to say after I kind of, I don't even know if you guys heard me holler into the room to say let's go. But I wanted to hang back and let everyone pass through so I could do something before continuing in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you were muted that whole time.
All right.
But yeah, what did you want to do?
So, I believe Al would have been the last one to pass. I see him, throw the finger and everything. I let him walk past me. I turn to glance back into the room that we're leaving. I give a slight little bow and I'll do a prestidigitation and just play a few musical notes as I turn around to walk out of the room.
Give me a performance check with advantage. Okay. You do so, and you notice all your dozens of reflections that stare back at you also bow and do the same cantrip, and they look gleeful as they fade away and you enter if you continue walking.
Yeah, I will.
Al, did you say openly that you were going to commune? Or were you just saying
that was if I knew there was water, but now
Oh.
that I know there's water, now I'm just like, all right, let's go. As I'm gonna be holding my hand backwards as I'm flipping them off.
You're like, fuck you, I'm trying
I'm
to
not even gonna
meditate.
look at them. I'm literally just holding my hand backwards and just
Jesus.
flipping them off.
All right.
As you do whatever you do, Al, you'll see my little holy my holy symbol. It glows purple, and Herod feels the need to watch over you as you do what you do next. So I will stand at your back as you approach the water.
And as you guys stand near the water, I'll just describe the depths and stuff that you can notice, because this steaming, not boiling hot, but very warm water seems quite shallow, but very pure in its quality. And ahead of you, it's a fairly steep slope into the water that only looks to be about 6 feet, some parts less. And then in the center of the room, looks to be the main entrance, where there is a steady slope down with different varying depths before it goes into the mass of the water.
Can I see my reflection over the water?
You can, and it looks like a normal reflection in water.
All right. I know you said this is steep side. I would like to put my hand in the water and see how.
All right. You put your hand in the water, and it feels like the temperature of the perfect temperature of a hot tub.
All right. I would like to dunk myself in.
Okay. You dunk yourself in the water, and you feel refreshed. As you, being quite short, you would need to tread unless you were at the very start. But yeah, it feels quite refreshing. And as you swim in this water, you feel a vision entering your mind. You see in your mind the image of a Gutan standing atop a cliff that is surrounded by a raging storm, and the winds howl, and the Gutan focuses their energy, drawing its fury around them, and begins to roar as they channel this energy into a spiraling vortex of green fire, creating a barrier against the elements of wind. And then it fades away as you are now treading in this warm water.
try to commune with Cerebos first. See if there's any sort of way, because this is at least a form of water. It might not be ocean.
Yeah, so I will describe that too. Obviously, it is fresh water, but you can still attempt to commune. But your orb is not glowing. Your sea stone.
I will attempt it. I'm gonna get the lowest roll ever. I'll attempt it.
All right. Make a d20 roll with your proficiency added.
Oh, and dirty 20.
Okay. You feel a thrumming in the back of your head. So far, but close.
So angry.
It's an angry god.
Do you say so angry out loud?
Yes. I said so angry.
Yeah, do you say that out loud?
Yes.
No. That is not what I know. Despair is all.
So quiet. No. How do I relieve this anger?
Well, perhaps the ocean, where I can send my power, could cleanse you, but not here. I do not know much of anger, for that is... I gotta change it. For that is my sister's power, not mine.
Well, then I shall attempt the vision I saw. Maybe I can glean something from it.
What do you mean by attempt the vision? Like...
I would attempt to channel rage in a circular motion, like a
whirl, like a tide, like one of those whirlpools.
yeah, like that, like a whirlpool. Because I saw him going a similar way, even though technically that's the opposite. But I gotta attempt it.
Sure, make a performance check.
Just I'm gonna get a low one and just be spinning in a circle. 10.
You look kind of like one of those performing swimming groups where they're like fluttering while treading and kind of awkwardly trying to do the swirling movements, but nothing else happens.
Mahu, I saw a vision. Somebody with swirling green flames at a cliff.
A Gutan,
Yes.
you said? A vision when you entered the pool.
Indeed.
Mahu enters as well. And you see him rest into the water and close his eyes. My people. Controlling the fire so effortlessly. The purity of the flame. The brilliant green flame. How could they do so? As he ponders while sitting in the water.
I would like to also let others know I managed to commune with Cerebos. He said we are under despair.
Well,
true.
You hear in the back of your head, Al? No, me and you.
You feel despair.
Oh.
You guys don't hear that, but Al hears that in the back of his head.
Huh.
For that is my essence.
I feel despair. We both feel despair?
So you don't feel despair, like actually, right? But he's saying that, so you can interpret that how you wish. But right now, the dominating emotion is still anger. But he was basically communicating that his element of his emotion, that he basically the one he has, is sadness, despair. And he mentioned that his sister is anger.
Oh, that's what. Okay, I thought. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. Okay.
I'm going to fly over this to the middle, and if I can see these 3 pillars, I would like to check them out and see if they were similar to the first set.
Sure. You actually stare, and they're not pillars. They look to be stone tablets.
Okay. My favorite. I love rocks with words.
Another area, a water area with stone tablets.
It's how I became a religious man in this game.
So you enter the water.
Deja vu.
Yes. I'm going to. Well, I'm more gonna hover, and then if it's like arm's length, I'm gonna grab them, like while I'm flying.
Okay. So yeah, basically at this point, this little divot here, not divot, but this what I'm outlining, where you can still see cobblestone underneath, is fairly shallow, like 1 foot. So you can grab this one. The other
Okay.
2 are 4 to 6 feet deep.
Well, as I grab the first one, I just want to observe it first and see if it's a language I can read. If there's anything.
Sure. And as you reach in, you feel like the glimpse of a vision trying to enter your brain, but only your hand being in, it doesn't arrive into your head. But you feel like an attempt of something trying to enter. You pull out this stone tablet, and it depicts 3 images of Gutans, like a very simple etching into stone. 3 separate like movements or positions. The first one, you see a figure of a Gutan standing with feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, arms are held loosely at the sides with palms facing forward. The second image shows the figure bending forward, torso twisting to one side and one arm extending outward while the other one pulls back. The last one, the figure slowly stands up, arms extending in opposite directions, fingers spread wide. The movement is, well, you can't actually see the movement.
Right.
But yeah. It's basically like 3, it kind of, yeah, anyway.
So as I like put my hand in, I sort of feel like the pulling of something trying to connect, like a vision.
Yeah.
As I feel that, I will dismount from Toro and enter the water to see if I can get that feeling again.
Yeah, you go into the water and you do see a vision. It pops in your head. You see a Gutan that sits cross-legged beside a fire, surrounded by other Gutans that are all meditating. You see them channeling their rage into flames that transform from orange to a vibrant green. And a few of the Gutan's flames stay orange as the fire envelops around them, and they start to burn alive and scream.
Jesus. Of course I get the terrifying one.
And as you see the image of the burning Gutan, I would probably say like Poe reacts in some way to that imagery.
I was gonna say that. So
yeah.
as like Herod is experiencing this, and Herod has experienced fire and flames many, he's very almost confused at the feeling, but in utter, like almost like a panic takes over. 1 second, let me pull up my chart for this. I'll do it.
Oh shit.
I haven't used this in a minute. I don't even have it in my prior history right now. Okay, let me roll a d6. And DM just has to remember you can choose like how intense this event was, like how long it will last for whatever effect this will be. So 1d6. 3. Rage. Oh my god, no shot! My reaction is rage. Rage fuels my attacks. I have advantage on melee weapon attack rolls, but because you neglect your defense, enemies have advantage on all attack rolls against you. So I feel an utter rage go throughout my body.
And as this happens, you gain 1 rage level.
That makes
as you
sense.
feel the always present emotion of anger grow inside your body.
You just, as like Herod like sticks his head up, he just gives out like a guttural like sort of like growl, like one of the warning growls that you hear like lions or tigers give. The feelings are confusing. The small one, he peeks through, and every time it's never anything good. This is confusing to me. And as like I'm going to picture, and I'm gonna just close my eyes and try to my best to like have the remembrance of what I saw, and I'm going to grab the other 2 tablets that are near me.
Okay. You grab the other 2, and they are revealed to be another set of 2 tablets that have 3 figures of Gutans doing different poses. I can describe them, but they're basically just different poses for each tablet.
Okay. So this might come to be of use, so I guess for now I'll just put them in my knapsack. I will get out of the water. Herod's flying above me. I will meet with Mahu, and I will explain in depth the vision I've saw, and since I'm under this effect, I do it very, very angrily and almost, not dramatically, but I put emphasis on the bad parts.
Okay. Unfortunate for what has happened, and, well, my kind's past, it seems that mastering the energy of rage that flows across this land is quite perilous. I see why the Nobos are afraid to experiment. But what was that you grabbed from the pool?
Well, the first thing you said, I'm starting to think, and because I'm saying this because I'm now raged. I want to say that this power that everyone seems to respect, it's only gonna burn us all in the end, anyways. Not just metaphorically, it's physical. And as intelligent as you all may be, I don't think anybody should have to harness this power. And I'm saying this as I'm pulling these like fucking tablets, and I just sort of toss them at his feet. It looks like you doing poses. If you have any insight on what this could be.
I understand your perspective on the dangers of this energy, but when you say that one shouldn't have to try to transform it, as these carvings depict and these memories depict, what else is one to do? If one is wet, do you stay drenched or do you try to dry off?
I just think
When you live in an environment of rage, there is no other option other than to change it or live with it.
I have some agreements with you there, but at this point, I think we are just mere catalysts for something bigger. And when I say bigger, doesn't mean better. I think it's something for the worse, but only time will tell. But for now, I trust what you bring us and what you say. But this doesn't feel right. None of it does.
Yes, the powers that are depicted could be horrendous in the wrong hands. It's likely why my people kept it secretive, and likely why my people were sent away from their lands. Temples like this, their people slaughtered, sent away to less fertile lands, stripped of knowledge of our past.
So, these tablets, I see that they seem to be Gutans, or potentially Nobus for all I know, doing poses. Does this have any relevance to what you may know?
Oh, Smahu, we do have cultural dances, as I would imagine most kinds would. And these images that you handed to me look similar, but altered of movements we do in ceremonies. And this is certainly a Gutan depicted. I know my kind. I understand it can be harder to tell from greater Felis type.
So, could this possibly be like a directory of some sort? Could people, almost like a tutorial of sorts? Why would these be hieroglyphed into these rocks?
Well, I would interpret these symbols from, well, based on my culture, that the culture we still know about. These look to be dance moves of a ceremony, a simple set of movements. And it seems that each one could have a different effect or different use, but I would not know unless I tried.
Well, as I've set them down, right here now, we'll do it together.
Ah.
Would you care for a third?
I would prefer if all of you joined us.
Oh shit, oh shit.
I do love a good dance.
Now, I'm gonna usher
I'm gonna-
everybody into.
I'm gonna dispel my echo.
I'm gonna usher everybody into
Jesus,
like a
just throw 'em
circle
away.
formation around this.
I'll step into the water. On
I
this
would
end.
like to stay in the water as I go over here.
Okay. Orion,
I would like to stay out of the water. I'm
Okay.
already panicking as close
Yeah.
as I am to it.
Orion,
I'm gonna stay out of the water, but
Okay.
I just want to remind everyone I still have ostrich legs.
That's.
are you over here or are
Are
you joining the circle?
I'm joining the circle. Sorry.
Orion, as you step in the water, it
Sure.
takes a few seconds, but an image, a vision enters your mind as I scroll up. In your mind, you see a group of Gutans in shamanic garb, attire, standing before this flaming parrot. Looks to be Pavashi, elegant but filled with rage and ferocity. This gargantuan bird. The scale of this looks a little bit smaller than Cerebos, but its body is the size of the mouth of the volcano. It is immense in size. And the Gutans, they raise their hands as flames shift from red to a brilliant green. You see them breathing deeply, steadying their focus. And the green flames divide into small orbs that fly into the chests of themselves. The Gutans, now glowing with green energy, jump into the volcano. And you see Pavashi, its bright orange and red fire turn green.
Thinking to myself. Dang.
I just like to imagine he comes out of that and we're all dancing.
Well,
They're all awkwardly trying to memorize poses.
Everyone else is like at a rehearsal trying to practice the movements, and he's just like staring blankly.
I will say I will put the tablets in between us in the circle, like just so we could see it. And once we are all comfortable enough, well, our characters knowing what is what, I'm going to look through them, try to remember it as picture perfect in my brain, and then close my eyes in the attempt to calm my mind the best I can during the rage, and then usher everybody to do the same and try to perform the ceremonial dance.
Okay. And I didn't describe the other two, but are you doing the movements of the first one you found? Or are you looking to see if they possibly have an order?
I see
or
that.
do you just
I thought
kinda
when you
randomly
said
choose?
that, like, I thought you were like, "Oh, okay, my character knows, like, has seen it." But I mean, yes, I would prefer if it would make sense for you to. Yeah, I would like to know what the other ones are.
Yeah. So, on the second one, You see the Guton figure crouching, legs bent in a wide stance, with fists clenched in front of the chest, elbows drawn inward. The Guton jumps upward, extending arms out in sharp angles, with a determined face, as if pushing against an invisible force. And then the third figure lands with a heavy stomp, one fist raised high, and the other thrust forward, chest puffed out, with an angry expression. The third one. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, sorry. I thought that was the second and third one. I was going to ask Mahu
So
something after.
those were the 3 images on the second. So there's a total of 6 images. Each tablet looks to be like the 3 poses represented.
So yeah, after you read the third one, I will ask Mahu something.
All right. On the third one, you see the figure standing firm with legs wide again, but arms crossed in front of the chest and head bowed. The figure uncrosses the arms and begins to spin, one hand tracing a circle in the air while the other hand stays close to the body. And the third figure, it halts with arms extended outward, palms facing forward, as fire shoots from their hands.
So, Mahu, I'm almost using any sort of deduction skills. I would almost want to say it would go 2, 1, 3 if it was in order. Do you think, based off of your knowledge being this kind and knowing some of these ceremonies, possibly that it's either that order or an order at all? Could it be 3 separate things?
These look like separate dances, separate movements. The first, I make note of an angrier expression in the first image and ending with a more neutral one. The second tablet seems to show a more neutral beginning pose, but ending with more anger. And the third, obviously, is summoning fire. There must be connected in the way of them being used together, but I don't know if the order is what matters, but what the effect of each movement does.
Well, I unfortunately am feeling many rage, so I guess I can be this experiment for the first one, since me or Al, but right now I'm pretty fucking pissed and I don't want to be. So I guess I can try to attempt the first one.
Okay, make a performance check as you look at the images and try to perform the dance.
Fuck.
Okay.
30-21.
You stand with your feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, with your arms held loosely at the sides, with palms facing forward. You then bend forward slightly with your torso twisting to one side, and then one arm extends outward while the other one pulls back. You feel the rage inside your body kind of channel, creating a small aura. You don't see it, but you feel it, a chilling aura on your arms, just across your fur. And then you stand up slowly and extend your arms in opposite directions with your fingers spread wide. Slowly and deliberately, you uncoil and come back to the neutral stance, and you feel calmer. You lose 2 rage levels.
So I'm now no longer under
You are
any form
now
of rage.
You are now at 0. You feel normal.
In my body, like, it can feel the release of the rage, and I know that I'm not under it, right?
Yes. Immediately, like, you feel like you once were, although maybe it was kind of hard to remember what it was like to not constantly feel irritation and rage. But yeah, you are back to neutral.
So as I take a deep breath and let it out, I look over at Al, and I would be like, it'd be in your best interest to do the same. That almost acted as a healing for the rage.
I mean, all right, I'll attempt the same actions he did.
All right, make a performance check.
All right, let's see how I fail this.
Flips and busts his head.
15 ain't too bad.
Okay. You do the movements not as fluid, but adequately. And you feel a slight chilling aura around your body, and you lose 1 rage level.
Oh yay, 1. Now I'm on the same level as somebody else.
So Mahu, you are pretty. You've been around a long time, right? I don't know your age, but I'm sure you've seen things and seen the power these things hold. I would almost be inclined to suggest maybe you attempt the 3rd one, a couple steps back from us.
That's a good idea. Do not face.
You might be the only one out of us that will be able to come back from something like this.
You see him stand firm with his legs wide as he crosses his arms in front of his chest and bows. He uncrosses his arms and spins slowly, tracing a circle in the air with the other hand as one hand stays close to his chest, the other traces above him. And then he halts and extends his arms outward with his palms connected. And you see a small green spark come out of his hands. While anticlimactic, it was something.
Maybe it is a power in numbers situation.
Could be, depending on how much rage you have inside, too.
Exactly.
And, of course, your mastery of the movements.
So what if we all go back and drink from that chalice and then go do it?
Doctor, you're onto something here. Maybe
That-
you see how
That liquid made me angry.
you see how the first one made us angry to neutral. The second one could possibly have the same effect, but without maybe disastrous results. You know what I mean?
I'd prefer no disastrous results.
So, would you like to try the second tablet?
Ah, fuck it. I'll do it.
All right, make a performance check. As you attempt to do the last movement, but the second of the tablets.
Herod is
11.
untrusting and locked the fuck in right now, by the way.
11.
Or 14, depending on if I'm close enough to Herod.
Oh, those are saving
Okay.
throws.
Ah, no man then. 11.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
Now you get a +3.
Cool,
Yeah.
17.
17? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. So with this roll, you attempt to do. Oh, let me go back to that movement. You crouch with your legs bent in a wide stance, and you clench your fists in front of your chest with your elbows drawn inward. You then jump, but as you extend your arms out in sharp angles, you kind of land awkwardly. Not sprain your ankle, but you don't land very well, and it kind of interrupts the movement as you attempt to do the heavy stomp once you land.
Greasy ostrich knees.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you raise the fist high in the air, but nothing happens.
I
Okay,
Yeah.
what if I do that, but with that red juice inside of me?
That's honestly not a bad idea. Wait, I have the red juice with me.
Oh, give me a swig.
I'll hand you my water skin full of the red liquid.
I will drink said red liquid.
Okay, make a wisdom saving throw.
Alrighty. Cool. Starting off strong. 10 with the
Make it-
+3.
Make a D1. Jesus. Sorry. Oh, God. Make a D100 roll.
Mahu's
The red
died?
juice got to him.
I hiccuped and burped at the same time. It was horrifying.
dog.
Oh, God!
Oh, fuck, guys. Everyone stay where you're at here. Okay. 3. You burst into intense flames. You made a fiery aura around you. One within a 5-foot radius. So Mahu and you basically start burning Mahu with your aura, and you also burn.
Can I step into it?
Is this
can,
the same
yeah.
thing that I saw happen to my tribe?
This does look like what happens when the rage levels are too high and someone immolates, but less intense. When some of your tribe members have gone through it and passed away, they would like explode. This is like a much more muted version of that, but it does seem very similar.
While
Doc is gonna make me jump into the water.
Okay.
And I'm doing the opposite and stepping into his fire. And as I
while that's going on, I just want to the best of my ability, try to perform that second dance again.
Okay, real quick. So not Toro, Herod and Silas make con saves.
Is there this? I don't know if this is D&D rules. Is there any? Never mind, because that's just determining how bad I get hurt, if I get hurt at all. I basically was just gonna accept whatever fate. Okay, that's fine. 16. I just wanted to. I will accept the pain and go into it.
Both of you guys take 7 fire damage.
I will use my Frostfire scale armor, and you'll just see me stick my arm out.
Oh shit!
And you just see the flame go up into the armor and imbue it. And I'm going to use Frostfire Absorption to half the damage and store it within me.
Oh, bro, same.
All right. You channel this fire and it absorbs into your chest plate. And now you notice that the shimmering scales kind of faintly glow with orange and red.
Nice. So how much was the base damage? So I can half it? Sorry.
It was
7.
Okay, bet. So...
After all that is done, you would notice that I had spawned my Echo behind me, and he is now behind me as I am crouching over, trying to protect me from the flame.
All right, and you
I
are
have
in
no
the
idea
water,
what's
right?
happening.
You
I just jumped
in
into the water, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because a lot happened. We'll go to that real quick. Yeah, you also enter and almost immediately see a vision. You see a scene reminiscent of a fiery forge. It's blanketed in vines. And you see a Gutan standing before this massive anvil that is in front of this large flaming pit with tribal carvings, this large sculpture ahead of it. And you see him hammering a glowing piece of metal as he breathes green fire into the material. Each strike sends sparks flying, illuminating the space with green light.
And as I come out of that, I'm just going to look over at my rapier. Just puzzled.
Don't be alarmed, little one. Anyone who steps in this water sees things. I'm not
and
sure
we will.
we've all seen
Sorry,
it,
I'm
but-
sorry.
No,
I'm
you're
sorry.
good.
Keep going. No, my bad. Yeah, keep going.
We're all the same person. I feel like we all do the same shit. I'm just gonna explain to. Your name's Echo or Shadow?
Shadow.
Shadow. Okay.
Yeah.
Shadow. Weird things are happening here. Just remember what you see, and remember it deeply, because it might connect to what we've seen eventually.
I'm fairly certain that I just learned that the weapon I hold may be an ancient relic. Not certain,
Maybe it
but the vision
represents
may
what
have
we
shown me
feel.
that.
And as you guys talk, I have to interrupt real quick because of what's happening. Silas is still burning alive.
Oh, true.
I was saying that so quickly.
We're actually having a
Yeah,
conversation.
he is still burning alive while you're like, "Don't worry, Shadow." It's
He's
funny
the only
though,
other
like-
cat here.
And Silas, you mentioned you wanted to try to do the second dance.
Yes.
Right?
And I wanted
Okay.
to put all of my ostrich leg power into the leap.
Hit that shit, Silas.
Okay, you know what? I will give you advantage because
Oh,
of your
fuck,
ostrich
cool.
legs to do because of the second and third step involving it.
Doesn't matter. I rolled a 5 each time.
Okay. Yeah, you do the movement again, and you jump a little too high, and you land with your legs a little bit too wide, and you continue to burn. Make another con save.
They're fucking 5. Hold on, it's my dice fucking rigged. That's the third time in a row.
All right, come on, doctor. You got this. You just need to just gotta do better.
You take 8
10.
fire damage.
We all
As
root
you
you
are-
on.
What clothes are you wearing? Because they're not there anymore.
Well, nothing then.
Well, what did you have before? Just so there might be some remnants.
Normal cloth clothing and studded leather +2.
Okay, yeah, your leather's gonna be fine, but like, because it's like a magical item, so it would take a lot longer to burn, but it could. Yeah, your your pants, your pants burn off completely, leaving a singed piece of underwear barely covering your genitals.
We all look
Okay.
down.
Well, as I'm walking towards as I'm about to jump in the water, what about my backpack?
Your backpack is on fire. You see the leather material starting to bubble.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in the water.
All right. You do so, and you feel the surge of energy of rage that came from the liquid go away as your glowing red hands, which I didn't mention, subside.
I did in Orion's vision. Did he see the Gutons do any dance moves or any moves, any poses?
Let me
I don't remember if you said.
let me go back. It looked like some form of dance, yes. Not similar, like it was different than these 3 dances, but it did look like you could interpret it as some sort of ceremonial movement or dance.
That being said, since Herod moved, I'm gonna just take a side step here. I'll continue to stay, like ankle deep in the water, and I would like to try to create that dance, those moves.
From memory, the one the vision you saw.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say, give me. I could just make it simple with one roll. Do a performance check with disadvantage because you're trying to mimic something you only saw once in a flash of a vision.
Okay. Sweet.
Okay.
Not one, but it's still a 9.
Nat 1's a nat 1 though. It's not a
Yeah,
9.
I know,
It's
I
a
know.
1. A 1 and a 2. That was the most unlucky fucking roll.
Right.
Holy fuck. Okay, yeah, you it's mainly comes from you not remembering the exact movements. You try to do them, but you don't even feel any amount of power being channeled.
Right.
And
that
also making note that you have no rage levels right now.
Yeah.
You can feel irritated here and there, but you're basically at neutral.
So that being said, I would like to look at that tablet. That what's his name? Mahu said was looked like it was kind of more neutral at the beginning and then ended with more of a like rage.
Yeah, that would be the movement that Silas tried to do twice.
Okay.
The one with the jump and stomp.
I'll go ahead and I'll try that next.
Okay, make a performance check. Okay. You're able to do the movements quite swiftly and jump, and your hooves stomp and clang onto the stone, echoing across the room. You gain 1 rage level.
Feel a little bit of that power coming back.
Now that you are under the experience of rage, how about now you step back and try the 3rd one to see if you can make more than just a spark. Maybe even Al could do it with you.
I am also going to step back.
I
Me
mean, I'll attempt it. I'm willing.
Because
What's
Mahu-
worse? Going
Mahu
back
stands-
to 100?
Mahu stands next to you, encouragingly.
I'm going to recopy that same move I just did to try to raise my rage one more time.
Oh shit! Make another performance check.
Go Ryan! Go Ryan!
Okay, you're able to do the movement again, and you gain another rage level.
Alright, let me see that tablet. Al, you coming up here?
Yep. Let's go. Let's see how this
Alright,
goes.
don't stand on my ass. I'll scoot over and give you room. Face the wall that way. I need you blowing my ass up.
So you guys are both attempting it
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yep.
Mahu is also going to reattempt this. So you guys try it out. All right, yeah, both of you guys can make performance checks as you attempt to do the movement in the third tablet.
Oh shit, that 20'd it!
Oh, fuck.
The angriest one.
Okay. Orion, you do the movements and you summon a very small green spark. You lose no rage levels, you don't gain any. Al, you do these movements and you feel your monkey-like body is kind of more adept with doing these Guton movements. Rolling a nat 20, you do the swirl around and jet your hands together, and you produce what look like the length of a blowtorch, a long fire from a blowtorch, but more flickering like a big flame, kind of comes out of your hand, glowing green. And it kind of holds there while you hold your palms together. And you lose 1 rage level.
All right.
And Mahu does the movements and also makes a big flame from his hand.
Seeing this and not wanting to be outdone. kind of being inspired. I'm gonna do the move to raise my level again.
Oh,
Maybe I'm just not rageful enough for it now.
I know it's probably
All
nothing,
right.
but I feel like the monkey thing is like on par with something.
Make another performance check. Oh, you did? Was that this one, the 19?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you gain 2 rage levels as you
So I'm at
stomp.
4.
You're at 4.
Kind of cracking my neck. All right, let's give it to another goal.
And I will just, make another performance.
Yeah.
Oh, you did. You literally did it. Okay. There will reach a certain point where, like, if a repeated action, this is not repeated, but just like if you keep trying to do something that you keep failing at, maybe at a certain point it will fizzle out. But if you can keep succeeding, you can keep doing. Maybe like anyway. But you guys are good. 13. You do not even summon a green spark this time, but you feel much more, twice as angry as before. As you
Right
have
up
more rage
my
levels.
hoof. The fuck is? Get this.
You just gotta have a monkey's grace.
Monkey's grace. I'll show you the monkey's grace.
Well, I already showed you, so. See, now I'm not as angry as everybody else. Just,
Oh, he's so
a
angry now.
little less angry.
Oh, man. Calm
Much
down.
less
Don't get
angry.
angry.
He's getting angry. Rolled a 10 this time.
Orion, it'll be okay. Maybe this is just not the time nor place for this.
It's funny because
It'll be okay.
Aaron is the only one that doesn't have rage. I'm sorry to interrupt. So he's like calmly looking at you guys all just like.
The only one that spent 109 years in the literal 9 hells just chilling while everybody's just pissed.
Yeah, I would like to do another performance of the same action to see if I can still throw flames or if it was just a one-time fluke.
Okay, make another performance check.
It was a fluke.
Okay. You
much
attempt to
grace.
do this movement and summon the fire, but you just feel like a headache as you gain another rage level and do not summon fire.
Orion's going to turn around, snatch that tablet, let's stomp off over here and start staring intently at it, trying to piece why I can't get it.
Well, he has that one, so at least we know the other 2 will be safe for now to not be destroyed, and I will just put them in my backpack and say maybe these will be used at a better time. Would you guys like to continue down the... What I think you said this was a broken wall? Is that what you said this was?
Just another hallway.
Oh. I'm I'm getting a bad feeling.
Like a rest or something. How y'all doing?
Well, I was okay, but if you guys need one, I'm more than welcome to keep watch.
I mean, I'm limping a decent bit.
So rest isn't. I mean, this seems like as safe as a room can be, and I can. And if you guys wanted to rest for real, I can. I can watch. Since I don't have to rest for too long, it looks like. I feel like I just did.
I mean, if everybody else is down to rest, I'll rest in the water, and just do some idle chatter with Theravos, even though he probably is no longer in my head. I'm just gonna be talking to myself.
Are we gonna short rest or long rest? Because we have not long rested in fucking forever. So, is there, like, are we getting tired, or how do we feel, DM?
Well, the thing is, you rested probably like 2 hours ago because you rested at this. There was a short rest at the start of the temple.
Mm-hmm.
You have not long. You don't think? I don't think you guys have long rested since you came here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the fact that D&D it takes so much longer than real life, you have been in Nozamba for like 5 hours probably.
Right.
So it's like approaching evening, but there's still light in the sky.
Maybe if
I wouldn't say you
start
feel
with
super
good.
tired, but
Okay.
So we could short rest if you guys want. We did also just eat, so our stomachs should still be somewhat full.
Well, I'll take that early. Some time to heal up a little bit.
And I'm just going to sit near the wall with Toro, and I'm going to think about the vision of what I saw and why it made me feel the way it did.
all right. We'll take a 5-minute break here.
Okay.
As everyone takes their short rest.
All right.
Jared,
Yes, sir.
did Doctor drink all of that liquid?
It's a good question. He still has my water skin.
Oh yeah, I guess I can give that back to you.
I'll check it, assume that you took a sip of it, and be like, there's still a little bit left.
You should toss that here.
Yeah, for sure. Just probably, because we don't know, next time we'll be back in here, just try to leave some left over in case we need it in a dire time. A sip should do you good. And I will hand you my water skin.
Alright, I'm just gonna stick it in my bag for now.
We need to get through this place. There's something evil afoot, and I know it. I fucking know it.
I'll be right back. I'm at the restaurant.
Hit that shit.
All right, boys. Who wants to see a hobo fight?
A hobo fight?
Check my stream. Like a homie.
While we wait for me to come back, I'm gonna go grab a water. Sam, do you want a water?
Yeah, sure.
BRB.
Oh, Cameron. Oh, is Cameron not here?
What?
You should check out my stream. This is that new that half sword game I was talking about. They released a huge update for the blood and dismemberment system and shit, but they have like bruising and shit too.
Ooh, they actually have an arena now.
Yeah, well, that's the playtest. That the arena's been here. It's just they updated the physics. They added like bruising. You can see my hands purple. Blood is now introduced.
He's dancing.
Here you go.
All right, I'm back, and I just did the request for the play test, and it instantly granted it.
Yeah, they've probably been doing it real quick here. It's like I said, the big update was just earlier today, so
It was literally automatic. Like as soon as I clicked, they both
Yeah.
switched it.
but now you can see they're actually like streams of blood and shit. It's nice.
Yeah, I want to try it out after the session for sure because it was fun just when it was bare bones.
Yo, you just
Oh.
sliced that guy up.
Bro, hold up. Meat. You want to see something that's fucking great with this?
Yeah.
They added kicking.
Oh fuck. Are those
And
real
Is
people?
that lettuce?
Nah, it's all AI.
Thank you.
It's weeds, dandelions.
What the fuck that guy doing with that shit? Did he die from that? Just laying there.
Ooh.
I was
Oh!
kicking him in the ass.
Oh, he fucked you up the hammer. Oh shit.
I lost control. I am no
Think-
longer in control of
I think
this.
you're done for. Unless you can get a swing in. Oh no.
All right. And but yeah, if everyone's back, we can continue.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah, because I think I'm about to smash right here. Hold up. Oh, yep. Oh, there it is. Hammer.
Are you back, Jared?
I think he went to go grab waters for him and
Okay,
Sam.
for sure.
No, he should be back.
I have one thing I wanted to try to do. After this short rest.
Yeah, you can do it after or during.
I suppose during then would make more sense.
Unless it's like physical activity. Unless you're doing
No.
push-ups or something.
No, so one of my I think it's part of my Eldritch Invocation or part of my subclass or something, but I can contact my patron for free. And I have a question I want to ask my flesh god. Whatever its amalgamation may be.
I'm back. Sorry.
And like it automatically passes. I automatically succeed the spell save throw, and it doesn't expend a spell slot.
What do you ask?
I ask it to bestow me the power of what was it called? It's in the character sheet.
Oh my god.
It's my Mystic Arcanum. I'm trying to change it basically. I want to take Soul Cage instead of Tasha's Otherworldly Guise. So I'm basically asking if it'll exchange one power for another.
As all things shift, so do your spells. And you hear a snap. And it successfully changes the spells.
Oh shit, he was cool with it? Okay.
Ever changing. And it echoes away while laughing.
All right. That was easier than I thought. That's awesome. I was expecting to have to take some hooves or something.
It could certainly be because of the theme of the god or the patron that you have that it was very easy. Naran, you're here, right?
Yeah.
As you did your short rest, you hear in the back of your mind, you are closer. So close.
I heard that.
Yep.
Okay. Because I would have spent that short rest. Like I said, just trying to study that tablet and see if there's anything I can glean out of it. So it
What
makes
are you
sense
trying to
that I-
glean from it, or just trying to memorize the? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just trying to like memorize the steps to see if I like forgot anything or misstepped or something.
And that was the fire casting one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Give me a flat intelligence check to kind of learn and remember this movement and try to figure out what you did wrong.
Nice.
Okay, not one. You seem more confused than before. Seems you're over analyzing it, and you're like, "Wait, I feel like now I don't. I feel like now I have to look at the images more to try to redo it."
Force, I'm absolutely just pissed.
Yeah, you're just super frustrated. Just,
So from all the way over here, what does he look like over there? Orion.
So, Orion, describe what you look like when you're staring at this tablet, frustrated.
I snatched that tablet off the ground, frustrated, stopped over there, and I sat my ass down, and I'm just like boring at it, staring at it, trying to just. You can hear me like growling under my breath as I'm like, "What is it?"
Hey Orion, try not to break it. We only have one.
Oh, I'll break you before I break this tablet.
Well, learn the dance first.
Smug prick.
An inspiration.
This is why I hit the other ones.
I'll stand up, shove it in the bag. So we just gonna stand here.
See, now you're thinking a little bit clearer. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. Let's?
I'll take the lead and I'll angrily march.
I'm so tempted to just to head back to the mirror section and be like, I wonder what they look like. Are they less angry, more angry? But I'll go this way.
All right. I'm assuming everyone follows.
Yeah.
All right.
Working boys, working boys, working boys.
In the middle. No, I'm kidding. It's just,
We could have hired one to
in
take
the
with
middle of
us
the
for,
room.
for stuff. I mean, we already have one now. We have Shadow Echo.
Yeah, exactly.
No, don't hire me.
Oh, you're not hired.
Yeah,
You're just
You have been conscripted.
Oh no.
you are a toy. No, I'm sorry. That's a little bit crazy. Sorry, Street.
Oh,
No,
I'm
you,
fine.
you guys did say that you're gonna fuck my Echo.
I am, but I don't. We're in the middle of hell right now. It's when we go back to safe to sound. Then I get to fucking.
All right. After the short rest, you guys enter the next room.
Well, this is a
Oh.
lot
Oh,
more.
I-
Maybe we spent all the time dancing in the other room, and this looks like a room you fucking dance in. Let me just say that.
I had an entire description of the previous room. I just totally didn't see. All right. Anyway, okay. Next room. Okay. You step into a vast circular chamber. Its ceiling dominated by a dome of stained glass. The dome is a mosaic of intricate patterns and symbols depicting constellations. You see the fading sunlight filtering through the colored glass, casting fragmented multicolored beams across the floor. Some sections of the glass are cracked or missing entirely, leaving jagged gaps. A large stone platform, decorated with metal embellishments, stands in the center of the room. The staircase to the top of it lies before you. Two columns reaching higher than the platform are each topped with large glowing red crystals, which pulse. To the right of the platform stands an imposing metal structure, a lattice work of gleaming, interwoven bronze. Its spire-like design stretches upward, the sharp tip seeming to reach for the highest point of the dome. And that's this thing over here, this imposing structure. Near the base of the structure, there are two levers embedded into a dark polished stone, basically right over here, underneath this imposing structure. And a faded metal handprint is also embedded in the wall between those two levers. One of the levers looks to be a vertical one, going up and down, and the other one looks to be horizontal. And next to the levers and the button, or the handprint, you see a miniature map that depicts Nozambla. And there's something different on this map. There's a small metal reticle that's aimed, looks to be your location from what the Gutan has told you. But there's also 3 other emblems, and the reticle is pointed at you, which also has an emblem on it. If I describe that horribly, I apologize. I will send the image of what this miniature map looks like.
It'll be helpful.
And I didn't save it. Give me a second. I didn't export it.
Oh no!
It's literally just 4 small changes, but
And none on
It's
Jorah's
pertinent.
currently on top of me.
I'm literally. I can stop in a second.
You are Jimmy. You're right. I will say that. I should be streaming in the shirt. I didn't think of that.
Nozam. There it is.
It's just cold.
It's 4 black diamonds. Basically the only change compared to the map that you have. And the bottommost diamond near Valshal Iktan is where you guys believe you are at currently.
We'll walk over here, look at that handprint, just angrily smack my hand into it.
Okay. You smack your hand into this imprint, and it pushes inward as dust pushes out from the crevices around the fingers.
Hey, it looks like you
And-
started something.
And a humming occurs as the 2 large red gems become a brighter red. And the imposing structure above you, the one that with basically this large spike that points out side of the dome, shoots a beam of dark red energy directly upwards, aimed at the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Orion, keep your hand there.
You note real quick. You notice that it shoots directly upwards, but the beam curves to hit the sun as it's setting.
I'm gonna
And
command Tora to do one of the levers, honestly.
And then real quick at the last thing that happens, as this beam shoots outward, a few seconds later, a flash of yellow and green energy, this large beam looking like an abduction beam of an alien ship, gets sent downward from the sky, arcing down at this large circular platform for just a second, and then it goes away, and the gems become a more dull red color.
Jesus. Sorry, my cat.
What's that supposed to do?
I think it's. I don't know. There's a lot of contraptions here, but if you stay there and if the 2 levers are here, I can make Toro do one with his mouth just because he's expendable and I don't care about self, and I can hit the other one and we can see what happens.
I thought the levers were down here.
They
Oh,
are.
wherever they are.
The levers are by Orion.
Yeah.
They're right next to each other, so one person could move
Oh,
both.
bet. All right, so I'll just fucking rip them.
But interacting with the levers, you notice it's not just a on or off. It seems like it slowly adjusts. And as you move one of the levers, you see the intimidating spire shift slightly and turn facing a different direction. And you notice, Orion, as you're staring at the mini map, the reticle that's pointed at your location slowly moves depending on which lever he moves. If you move the horizontal lever to the right, the reticle moves to the right.
So you could guide me. to something specifically, possibly, is basically what I'm hearing. Stella, fucking stop, please. Sorry. So if I move it again, slightly, Orion, did it do anything? Did it move? Where am I at? What is Orion?
Which one do you move? There's a vertical lever or horizontal?
So I don't know which one I moved first, but we'll just say I moved the vertical one first. I'll try to go horizontally.
Okay. So we'll say you pushed the vertical lever down, which made the reticle go down. You move the horizontal which way?
Let's say to the right.
The reticle moves to the right as this structure of bronze shifts as well.
So which reticle is moving? The one on right near Tom?
Yes. So at the start, when you first saw it, the reticle is not on the map I sent, but the reticle, it's like a little, like a sniper rifle reticle that rises from a little piece of metal that circles the location. It started at the location you guys are at, this bottom diamond, and then it moved down and then to the right as he moved the two levers. We'll say now it's right above the N in Vashaliktan.
Could this be a teleporter somehow? I sort of like gander and ask out loud, I wonder.
Either a teleporter or bombardment.
That is true, actually.
I think what we should do, Harry, since you want to know so bad, go stand on that platform. I'll put the reticle on top of the volcano, and I'll smack the button.
You say this as a joke, but I will do it. I'm not afraid of what your angry ass can do. And if I don't come back, then you know it's a teleporter.
I'll start cranking these levers. I'm gonna get it lined up.
Send me somewhere nice.
Yeah, you crank
it right at the top of Tesco.
That's the best part is he's aiming it at the top of the volcano. So yeah, Orion, you shift the reticle a bit to the right and a bunch vertically upwards, and the reticle lands on Tescal, the volcano. You press the handprint button, and the two gems glow vibrantly again, and the bronze structure shoots out another beam of dark red energy, which curls outwards into the sun, the setting sun. And then a beam of green and yellow light cascades far to the north, presumably at the volcano. But nothing happens in this room.
Well, still here.
I'm still here, so fuck you.
Shit.
Is there a hole in the ceiling that this is shooting out of?
Yeah, so yeah. I forgot to mention that. In the very center there's a circle that has no glass, which is where this bronze structure shoots the beam out of.
Oh, I'm glad you said that, Doctor, because I'm a fucking dumbass. Yeah. I can literally just fly out and look at the beam, which I'm going to do.
What I was about to do is send my familiar up there.
Let's go, because I'm a human. I'm not a human, but I have fucking capabilities of fucking acknowledgement. Let's go, bring her out.
I'm gonna go over here.
All right.
Actually, instead of my familiar, I'm gonna do this, mate. I'm gonna, in some screaming pain. Let's see, where is it? Oh, I already still have my wings. I'm just gonna fly up with them.
Yeah, I would say I'm about like 80 feet up right now. Is it where I went?
Okay. We will go to Shadow real quick as both you guys are testing this out and the two first beams were shot. Shadow walks over here.
Is that the same anvil I saw in my vision?
That is the exact anvil. And you also made note that on the floor looked to be faded paintings of an orange parrot, a few of them. And you enter this much, much hotter room. It feels like entering an oven almost, but still bearable. A very low oven. Probably like 120 degrees. Uncomfortable temperature. And I'm scrolling to find the description.
Sweating my
What
ass
I really
off.
said.
Where was it? No. Eh. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. You enter this smaller room that has the exact shamanic tribal carvings that surround this. It makes like a facade above this large furnace that rages with dark red fire, with an anvil set in front of it, as well as a chest and a few looks like smithing tools and a bucket of some sort of liquid on the table.
I'm not going to immediately interact with anything in here. I'm going to go back and relay that information.
To the two angry guys. And the lizard.
And the naked guy.
He's with me.
Yeah, no, I'm flying up there with him. I still have wings.
So he's flying up. You guys, he's pantsless and he's right above you guys.
No, I guess I'll probably approach Mahu.
Mahu.
And I'll say I was observing the perimeter and I found the anvil that I saw in my vision.
And as you do so, he rolled. Oh,
Oh,
sorry. As you say that to him, you accidentally step on a staff of some sort that's here on the map. But then he will respond. That is. That could that be one of the forges? Forges that created our powerful weaponry and armor long ago. And
potentially,
he starts heading that way while
chest
talking
and
to
a
you.
blacksmith over there.
Hmm.
Some blacksmithing tools.
But yeah,
That one
you
right in the middle.
you step on this staff, and it's not an ordinary staff.
The staff
Where
is
is
staff.
where? There it is. You step on this dark wooden staff that's topped with a faded metal cap that's shaped like a serpent's head, complete with long fangs. And the base features another metal cap that ends in a coiled snake tail motif.
I'm gonna look down at it. Did it react to me stepping on it in any way?
It
Or
rolled
is it just
slightly.
permanent? You say it moved slightly?
It rolled with your movement, like
Oh, okay. So it
a
wasn't.
cylinder would.
Well,
Not like a reactive animated movement, just
Okay.
a physics wise movement.
I'm going to. I'm gonna pick it up and just observe it closely, see if there's anything else I can find on it.
Sure, make an Arcana check.
Shit, I forgot. I'm stupid. That is an 18.
It doesn't.
An 18.
Stupid.
It
but lucky.
looks like this staff is more than just okay. I don't know. It looks like it could be altered in some way to change its form. Like as you grip it, the head of the staff, it seems like you could twist the cap of it slightly. It doesn't seem completely sturdy.
So like I see that like rattling around a little bit.
Yeah, very slight. Like it's stable, but it can twist. It doesn't rattle a huge amount, but you make note as you're analyzing it, and it does seem magical. I will say that too with an 18.
Well, that's going to be my first impulse is to try to turn it.
Okay. You twist the cap, the snake head of this staff, and you watch as the staff, being about 4.5 feet tall, you twist the cap and it extends 3 times, 15 feet out in the direction where you twisted the cap, and then retracts quickly back.
Holy shit. That's a genuine reaction, by the way. Did anybody else see that?
No, I'm still flying up with the homie.
I might have.
Everyone else seems dead.
I'm assuming Mahu probably would have seen that.
Oh yeah, Mahu saw that too. And in a second we can go back to Herod and Silas. But yeah, he saw that as well, and he's looking at awe at this weapon.
I'm gonna hand it off to him as we walk over towards the blacksmith, and can hand it off to the other guys.
Hand it off to Mahu.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand it off to Mahu, or if there was anybody else who wanted to take it and experiment with it.
I was just gonna follow to the forge. I'm seeing red. I want to just go pound metal.
The other guy holding staves is like, me.
And yeah, I'm gonna hand it off to Mahu if he'll accept it as we walk over there.
Yeah, he'll accept it. And there's been plenty of dead air for a certain someone if he wanted to interject.
I'm just gonna be trying to meditate because I'm tired of being angry.
Okay.
You
make a wisdom
just how
check.
angry he is.
Make a wisdom check as you attempt to make an insight check.
Okay.
And as you attempt to meditate, Al, make a wisdom check.
Check.
11.
He looks angry. You see his
He
furrowed
looks
brow
angry.
as he starts to meditate.
I had a 14 on my wisdom check.
You are able to center yourself. You have meditated many times before being a monk. And you kind of silence out a lot of the sounds around you. And you lose 1 rage level.
You know, being angry is not all it's brought up to be.
I'm gonna head over to the forge with Mahu and Orion.
All right.
After finding that, I'm also gonna keep a close eye on the ground.
And then we will go back to Silas and I keep saying Toro because I hover over, even though I know your name's Herod. Silas and Herod, you guys are flying up. I would just say, because you came after both of the blasts, you can see like a lingering comet streak of the aftermath where the beam was shot upwards into the sun, and this last beam you shot does seem to have been directed at the volcano. There's a lingering green and yellow trail.
How far does the volcano? How many miles could I estimate? Is it like by the horizon? I guess.
Ask that.
I would say about 30 miles.
How long would that take us to fly there if we flew as fast as we could?
More than a day of travel.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. So, how, as we're speaking in the air, you remember how you teleport us to the top of the mountain? How far does that take us? Is it anything you can see?
Right?
Yes.
My dimension door only goes 500 feet.
Oh, okay. That's off the table.
A little.
For some reason, I thought it was whatever you can visualize, for some reason.
It is, but it's anything I can visualize within 500 feet.
That's fair.
So, that would not work.
It's nice to get some fresh air, though, I guess. So we can... So I'm deducting that we were sending blasts towards this. And you specifically said we've seen comet trails?
Like a comet trail, a residual trail that is now fading away, that showed that the beam that was basically the red beam was shot into the sun, that arced into the sun. Another beam shot out from the sun that was green and yellow into the volcano. You see both of those trails fading away slowly.
What's the volcano itself look like? Like, does it look like it did before, or
it looks the
difference?
It looks the same. Then again, you haven't had much of a good look of the volcano before doing the blast, but you don't notice any like green or anything from where you're at, or any change.
Hey, Herod. You want to go down and tell him to shoot off another blast real quick?
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to do, actually. I will fly back down in really quick.
I'm gonna, as he goes down, I just want to get away from the very center of this hole so it doesn't hit me.
So I will go down to Skibby and Al, and I will ask them if they can do another beam, but wait a second so I can get out of the hole and watch from a little bit to the side of the temple to see how it works. So
Yeah,
then I will fly back up if you guys will do so and watch from over. I'm assuming you're also out there, Silas, still?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll go back with Silas.
I shall attempt to imitate the actions of Orion and use the levers.
Oh, the lever prong.
Well, he might be
What are-
moving the beam now.
Yeah, so are you moving the levers away from where it was pinpointed on the volcano?
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Because what happened, your character was meditating, probably not paying attention to it. So I'm going to say that you don't know that. Are you moving the levers?
I'm just gonna be looking. I'm gonna try to move something and see if anything, shoots out.
Maybe explain to him what he's looking at.
Just yell down into the hole.
Yeah, because I
Press
described
the
all of this
button!
already, so I will describe it again. And then afterwards you will hear him say, press the button. There are two levers. There are two levers. One is horizontal and one is vertical. And then there is a handprint in the middle of both that was pressed twice, and that's where the beams were shot out.
Well, I mean, I guess I could press this. I'll try to press the button, like according to them.
You press the button, and the two gems glow bright red again and shoot a dark beam of energy that arcs outwards towards the sun. Both of you can see it in great detail. And a furious heat wave kind of passes by you guys as you're at the mouth of this dome. Not super close to it, but from a safe distance, it's still hot. And it does arc into the sun, and a beam of yellow and green energy arcs down into Tezcal, the volcano. And then nothing else happens.
What? That.
Did I do it right?
Yeah. You fired your shot. What?
A loud, echoing
Lovely.
shriek. A parrot-like shriek. I can't make that noise.
Well, you
like
did
that.
it.
Like a
Did we
pterodactyl shriek spreads out from the direction of the volcano.
What did you guys make me do?
You may have, I'm gonna just yell down the hole. Al, you may have awoken a god, potentially.
Do we
Why
fire
do I
one
have to
more
be the
time?
one that awakens it?
Do we fire one more time just for good measure?
Yeah, let them bitches rip.
Make sure it's not coincidence.
Just slam the
Already
button.
awake. Let's go.
You shoot. You press the button again, and another arc comes out into the sun and down onto the volcano. And a few seconds later, you hear another shriek, quieter than before.
Are we?
Another one for good measure?
Are we
Do it again.
We're killing
firing
it.
at it? We killing a god before we even get to it?
Fuck that god. I've fucking
Alright.
felt so bad about this. Kill it.
I'll press it again.
Press it
Good
again,
measure.
and it arcs into the volcano again, and there is no sound.
Look
Everyone loses one rage level.
Oh, everyone loses one?
Yep.
Look around and
you're
see
at
if you
zero,
can make it more
knock it
powerful.
to -1, but everyone else loses one.
One more shot, or you think it's good? It's kind of fun now.
Fuck it. One more.
Oh, okay.
All right, one more shot. Let's see how this goes.
Let's move on.
Nothing new happens from this shot, but
Oh.
the beam does shoot outwards.
All right, well, nothing different. I can still shoot another one. Maybe that's the one difference.
We're good.
I'm gonna fly back in, so if anything
Yeah,
does
I'm
come
gonna-
out, they don't think it does.
Right, and we will go back to
I'm
Shadow
following
and
down.
Orion as you guys were doing the beams. And you are here at the blazing hot, smaller room in the corner.
It's fairly warm in there.
The warm never bothers me anyway.
You are close, Orion. You hear in the back of your head.
What? I'm looking down upon this mural. What do you want?
See knowledge.
I will get knowledge. I'll walk into the room. I'm gonna look over at the table here. Is it?
That is like an intricately carved chest. Then there's a stone table next to it
All right.
with some
I'm gonna go to
blacksmithing implements.
I'm gonna just march over to the chest. I'm gonna
Okay.
glance at it, see if there's anything obviously like locking it or keeping it sealed. And if I don't see anything obvious, I'm just going to try to just, kind of rip the lid open. Still a little angry.
Yeah, you look at the chest and it doesn't even seem like there's a lock, but there is a latch that you can undo and then open it.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
And you
I'll
do
undo the
so.
latch, and I'll
You open it aggressively like Link in Zelda, and it flies open. And there are a few interesting items in this chest.
Bro, just kick the bitch open.
I was trying to find the description of one of these. Give me 1 second. You peer into this chest, Orion, and you see looks to be a sleek piece of leather armor that's studded with polished obsidian. And it has a constellation of a dozen small white gems across its chest. Inside the shadows of this chest, it's a rich blue color, and a dozen gems sparkle. And next to that, there are two cylinder-like sculptures. They're like 2-foot-long black obsidian sculpture totems that have parrot heads on the top of one of their ends with intricate totemic carvings and symbols of fire alongside the structure of it.
I, Mahu. Friend. Do you have any knowledge of any of this?
That armor I've never seen, never heard of, but could those be? And he grabs one of the small black totems. Well, not small, it's like a foot long, but it's kind of like a rod. Like, imagine the length of a long wand, but it's much thicker, like soda can thick. He grabs this totem and inspects the inscriptions, the symbols. This could be one of the totems of wrath. A conduit of rage energy. Like a way to channel your rage in a specific way.
Do you have any need for this? Did it go back with you, or is this something I can use?
If you wish to use them, that is okay with me. I would ask, though, that I could keep the tablets.
Oh, yes.
As he looks at Herod and you, Orion. I will be happy to allow you to take what you have from here, although this is not my property, it is my people's wares.
I didn't want to dishonor it. If you thought it was special enough to take, I'd let you have it.
They are quite special, very rare. But I do not know much about them. I have heard they are quite powerful. It is an entryway to channel energy. An easier way for one that is not well equipped to handle the rage. I wish to ascend, but and learn the mastery, this is a good starting point for you all, if you wish, I would say.
As I go to, like, I'm gonna hand them, but I'll take Orion's first, and I'm gonna take my paper and quill and copy them down.
Okay.
All right. And
You're able to copy those down. You take like a good 10 minutes and sketch them out.
Okay.
And I'll reach in and grab the armor and the two totems, and I'll don the armor.
As soon as you don the armor, you feel bliss inside your mind
It's just
as your cosmic dough feels more present than ever in a flash of a moment. You visualize her staring at you and bowing with glee.
I'm glad you're happy.
This... Why do I feel connected to this?
And that's what the dough says.
Yes, in the back of your mind as you put the armor on.
And I'll think back towards her. Not sure, but I'll help you find your answers.
You must absorb the beam, she says in the back of your head.
Should I absorb one, or should we try to get them all at the same time?
All of you?
All right.
No, what were you asking again?
Oh, I was asking if I needed to get hit by the one beam, or if I needed to try to somehow plan to get hit by all 4 beams at the same time.
Oh, you would likely
thought that there
die
were
from that.
There are 3 others. Terrible. We won't do that.
While I search for knowledge, there's many things I don't know, but one thing I know all about is the stars, the skies, the celestial bodies. This armor you wear is imbued with the radiance from the sun. It allows me to have a closer connection with you.
Well, for
And
that, I'm grateful.
I feel an impulse that I could protect you from the harmful rays of this beam, but be able to channel them into you.
All right. I'll head back that way, and I'll see which party member is the lucky one that gets to push the button.
If you say that out loud, or you share it with us,
I'm not.
I was
I'm
gonna say my
just-
my Pogem just glows with the lightest it's ever had in his fucking life. You know where it needs to be.
Me, you said the beam gives off a lot of heat we felt when it went by us.
Yeah.
Is there any way I can just dispel the fire that I already have in my rapier without having to actually attack anything?
You could channel it at an inanimate object like you were attacking. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna do that, like, into the floor or something.
Mm-hmm.
I wanna empty
Oh,
that
shit.
out. I got an
Oh,
idea.
shit. Oh, shit.
I turn back towards the group now. That's behind us. Anybody learning anything?
Well, we were right about that being a bombardment. I don't know if you've heard they would have heard the screech of Parsival or whatever, the bird.
Pavashi.
That we can assume that's what that was. It seems that we may have sent at least 6 air attacks towards Pavashi. So if you had any chance at him being your
At
friend,
least.
that's probably done with.
At least 3 of which connected.
It screeched, and then we sent 2 more. There was no more screeches.
So we sent 2 more.
So, yeah, that's what we learned.
But hey, I lost some rage. So I think it's a worthy sacrifice.
I'd say so.
Yes, I did feel a lowering of the rage inside after that last beam. The
Plus-
second last beam.
How does Mommy feel about that?
if we do end up meeting that god, we don't have to tell him that we're the ones that sent the beam.
And if he is a god, he might already fucking know.
And if we land that many times, I don't think it's gonna matter either way.
I feel like the god would have destroyed this place if they knew about it. You know, a sudden beam that can just attach or attack. You know, it's pretty dangerous.
You ask how I feel about this, Herod. I feel conflicted because my kind, we worship Pavashi and the powers it grants us. But also, of course, there are many negatives that go along with this aura of rage. But my ancestors clearly knew more than I ever could. Clearly there's a reason that these, presumably, 4 temples surround the volcano. Clearly there's a reason why these beams of energy can be targeted, not only inside this room, but anywhere.
I mean, also, I'm not exactly sorry that I technically was the one that just shot 5 beams at her, but it is my my patron sister, so it's whatever. I think I have more than enough reason to care, but I'm still not sorry.
We'll deal with that when the time comes.
I think you did mention Cerebos to him before. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
My first question is, why was the target aimed at itself initially? If we know it's some bombardment.
Might have a reason for that. That being said, I've got something I'd like to try.
Me, I would like to know what happened 100 years ago.
You can make a history check.
Who committed suicide? I'm making a history check.
You can make a history check.
That's a natural
Nat
20.
20.
Oh my god. Wow. So perhaps you came to this temple because you knew about this specific you've heard rumors about this structure that can shoot beams out. Perhaps your ancestors had seen them be shot out before. I would say that their rumors were that the beam would shoot out from the sun and head back directly where it came from. And other times, beams would shoot out into the volcano. But it seems like both were done. You don't know why, but clearly there was a purpose for being aimed directly at this platform.
You know, there's a forge there too. Could the forge have something to do with it?
You know, maybe you gotta do with that chest that you're wearing. That chest piece.
It might.
Sure, get in there. I'll fire this. Well, someone else fire the shot. I got a plan.
Walk over to the
I
table.
want to shoot it.
I want to look at this hammer real fast.
Yeah, you look at the hammer and it looks to be a blacksmithing hammer. Bronze in metal and fairly simple. And next to it looks to be some sort of quenching container with water inside.
Alright. Not going to be a klepto. It's okay.
Bro, I was just going to say, before we did anything game-changing, and we're still in the looting this room part, are there any ore or anything? Like around this room?
Make an investigation check.
Fuck.
How the fuck do you say that lizard's name?
What the fuck? I am Skibiscus from the tribe Skeskas.
You could call him Lizzie, though.
Lizzie or Scab? I call him Scab a lot. Initially he was like, my name is Skibiscus, but you can call me Lizard. Because everyone called him Lizard. He was like a house servant for a while before they rescued him.
I love how you say the term rescued. No, he just followed us.
You literally saved him from being interrogated and probably killed.
My idea was that we were saving him.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm pretty sure it was Poe who initially like, get him out of here. Like,
he's our property. Why would we leave him?
He was only going to be investigated because of us anyway.
out of everything I don't remember, I remember us specifically turning on the fucking town and being like, we're getting him out of here, even if it fucking ends with us. And we fucking saved him from his servitude. And the entire plan since then was to go and kill his family or whatever, or some shit. Kill his tribe.
He has mentioned a few times after getting the mutation, because before he was a much scrawnier lizard, now he's more like a crocodile. After getting the Valinauts, he's talked about getting revenge on his tribe who made him. He was just a very low tier member, just a cook and a cleaner. So he has mentioned wanting to come back and kill his people.
So that's one reason why we're here. Sorry, Shadow, that you're learning a lot, but
Sorry about the trauma dump, but it's needed.
And with the 5, you do not find any ores.
Well, I hate my life. All right.
What did we learn from the?
I'm assuming that's a very big seat. Did anybody look behind the seat?
This is like a smelty or a smithy
Did
thing.
anybody look behind the smelt?
I think it's against the wall. No.
It is against the wall. It's like this facade that's against the wall and above the large pit of fire.
Oh man, I was
That's
really hoping I could see behind it.
I'm just gonna
Back
find
to back to my history check real quick.
Yes.
How long has it been? My entire life that I have seen those beams come out, like occasionally.
Your entire life, you've never even seen one. In fact,
Oh,
your
okay. I
ancestors,
just know
your
it's
tribe
happened.
members have talked about it. Your people did not understand really what it was, but maybe some of your scouts had learned knowledge or even explored these temples before and talked. I would say you knew about, like, you would have known about this location, this
Okay.
specific temple, because that's why you came here, I would say. Or, like, that could be a reason why you knew where to go.
Okay, so that's how I ended up here.
With a nat 20, I think, like, reverting the lore, like, making it make more sense why you specifically went here. Yeah, I would say, like, your people knew of this location, and probably a lot of them were afraid, and this is not your territory. This is Novo territory, which is dangerous. Used to be, long ago, Gutan territory, but yeah.
All right.
I would say, real quick, with the nat 22, you know that, like, the Gutans have been decimated over the last few decades. I don't know how old is your character?
I think I had him at mid-20s. 1 sec.
Okay, yeah. So if it's something around there, like 20 to 30, yeah, you never would have seen the beam. Your people would have talked about it happening decades ago. And I will be right back.
Okay.
All right. Anyone want to blast me?
Somebody look for more
Well-
first.
Real quick, I just had a coming to Earth moment with myself.
Yeah.
I remember long ago in my tribe having conversations about contraptions exactly like the one in our presence.
So, do you know its true use besides blasting?
Not the true use, but according to my tribe, the only 2 places they've seen it be shot is back at itself or at the volcano.
All right, I'm back.
Well, we definitely made sure the volcano was. It almost seems like it's channeling the power of the sun or something. Like,
We did shoot it at itself earlier, but it didn't seem to do anything.
there might be some sort of wall or protection potentially, but then it
I
wouldn't
need-
make sense.
What if the armor acts as conduit for it?
That is
If you
true.
know
That's-
it's coming down
That's
with the
possible.
armor.
There's got to be some reason why it would be shot at itself.
It's all coming together. Maybe. Or we could be dead wrong, but that makes sense.
Aye. Well, what are we waiting for?
Huh?
Wearing
the-
the armor. Let's go.
Orion,
Let's shoot Orion.
get up in your thing. Please let me do the honors.
Go away from me to get back first.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
We were
I had
lowering while
one
you were
thing to
gone.
ask. Yeah, I had one thing to ask before we actually started out doing this. I just wanted to ask if the fire in the forge looked at any sort of special.
It is a dark red fire.
A dark red fire.
Like the same color fire when you guys
Okay.
immolate and stuff.
Got it. Well, I want to try this first. How? Someone here knows Revivify, right? Anyone?
Yes.
Anyone?
And
Do
I
we
have
have
the
a-
components.
Okay, we have a diamond.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand
Okay.
as close as I can to where the tip of my rapier is barely touching Orion. And I'm just gonna look over at whoever's at the switch and say, go for it.
Would you just like me to hold that for you?
I don't know if that'll work because it's my packed weapon.
Oh. I
Um,
just didn't want you to get fried, that's all.
Then
I cannot
you'd have
protect
to be
him.
tuned.
we
Yeah,
can,
I was gonna say, you're in a dangerous place there.
just trust him.
Alright, I tried warning you.
Just trying to absorb 9,000 damage worth of the sun's power.
I will, Doctor. It's been fine working with you, pal.
Hold up, I want to chug
Oh.
a potion of healing.
I
real
wonder
quick.
how the rules for disintegration work.
No, you might as well give us your fucking potion of healing. That shit's about to melt.
You get 5 health back. I'm sorry.
Now 7.
While they're talking, I am gonna redirect the lasers, though. Sorry, the
Back to-
bombarding to us.
Back to okay. You do so.
You guys ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready to watch this show.
My name is Herod, consort of Bao, and this is Jackass. I'm just gonna fucking press the button.
The 2 gems. The 2 gems glow bright red. As Orion stands in the middle and Silas stands with his rapier pointed very closely, right, to Orion.
Yes, it's barely touching Orion. I just want to add in the moment I feel heat, I want to trigger the absorption for the rapier.
Okay. The 2 red gems light up bright. The beam shoots into the sun, arcing away, as almost immediately a massive beam of green and yellow energy blasts down on this entire radius. You guys watch
Ground.
as you cannot even see these 2, as you hear screams from Silas as its skin sizzles away. Silas, you feel your body melt, leaving a few pieces of flesh and bone.
It helps I have hardened skin.
It does not. Orion, you are
Right.
basked in this light. It feels scorchingly hot, tormenting amount of pain all across your body, but you feel in the back of your mind the calming energy of your patron. As you begin to feel absorbing this astral energy, the beam goes away. The rest of the party sees Silas's burnt, sizzled corpse, and Orion standing in the center of the room, his horns grown twice the size, clearish and opaque like gemstones, curled backwards and twisting, humming with a low yellow energy as his eyes now shine yellow.
It's a little warm, but I'm feeling good.
That's good. We might want
I
to. We might
tried
want
to warn
kill
him.
that guy.
You heard me try to warn him.
We might want to fix that guy.
Are all his pieces together?
Do we have a broom and a dustpan?
Because that's a very
His remnants are together. Yes.
Okay, so he will have all of his arms and legs. Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
'Cause that's a
If
very
not, I'll
big.
just make new
That is a
ones.
very big requirement. Nor does it restore any missing body parts.
I'll
What
make
does it
new
do
ones.
exactly?
His
Maybe I'll look it
legs
up.
might be forward now.
Okay, is time paused in game? You touch a
Yeah, I just
creature.
want to.
Forward.
Within the last minute,
The
It
creature
returns
has
to life.
one hit point. The spell cannot revive a creature that has died of all old age, nor does it restore any missing body parts.
so it does not. it wouldn't heal like burns, right? It would heal them, right?
He
But it
would
would
just be
revive.
it
I
would
think
it wouldn't
heals him to
heal
1
them.
HP.
It brings them back to life. That is, it doesn't mean it heals them of any damage. Well, it heals them of like catastrophic damage, but no, he is going to be in the most immense pain he has ever felt in his life. Probably worse than the Flesh Forge.
Okay, I have
As
plans
my
for this.
literal
This will be-
flesh morphs every time I cast a spell.
Like his skin
This
will
will-
be bubbling.
Yeah, this will be. I will work out the mechanics of this, but something will change about you, Silas, forever after going through this, and of course, Orion.
Fuck.
You cast it, right?
Yeah, I was
One
gonna say,
question
as
after this.
or do you want to do it before my spiel of reviving you?
Nah, go ahead,
Okay.
because it won't count until after I come back anyway.
So, as I look down at his now charred body, I touch my hand to his flesh, which almost burns me back, and I start to do the prayer of revivify. And do I crush my diamond? How does that work?
I would say you probably hold them in your hand and it like dissipates
Yes.
with the spell, probably something like that.
Okay.
It's your own flavor kind of thing. You get to decide
Yeah,
how that
I'm
diamond.
crushing it.
Okay, you
Smash
smash
just
the
crushes
diamond.
a diamond. What the fuck?
You like, I kind of imagine like you smashing it next to him or onto him as you cast
Yeah.
Revivify, and the crystals of the diamond fizzle away and infuse inside his body. Silas breathes a deep guttural breath. His whole body charred black and red. Eyelids gone. His glowing green eyes, looking up back at you. His lips burned away. And his armor burned away. You lose your studded leather armor.
Oh fuck.
Silas, can you hear me?
But in your hand, the rapier now glows a bright yellow and green. And your hand seems fused to it.
Holy shit!
I melted my hand to my sword.
It's just a horrifying thing to look at.
Silas,
over
Silas,
here.
can you hear me? I don't know if your ears work. Don't move. Just stay still. I'm going to give him my entire pool of healing.
Okay.
It will just make you stable and probably hurt less.
How much healing is that? It's quite a lot, huh?
He gets
70?
55 right now.
55. Okay, yeah. You heal for that amount, Silas, and while you have aching pain all over your body, you feel like you can breathe somewhat normally, but when you breathe, you sound like a zombie. It's harder for you to pronounce words because of your non-existent lips. You make note that you can't blink anymore. And all your hair is burned off your entire body, and obviously your skin is almost completely charred. But you are alive.
And he has his senses, except for touch probably, or feeling. Like he can see and hear.
I would say that like his nerve... Yeah, that's a good point. The vast majority of your nerve system, Silas, are gone. Your nerve endings. So I would say actually you're probably like fairly numb. But you do feel a strange energy pulsating from your weapon that travels inside your body.
It hurts.
Just know that you can communicate with me with sign language if you can't speak.
And
At
Silas,
least I have that.
you're like,
Even
guys, you try to tell them no lips.
At least I fucking have sign language.
Even though you probably can't move your
You have
fingers.
no fingers.
For real.
You only have one hand to do the sign language.
You're fucked. I don't know what else to say. You are fucked. This was a bad idea.
You feel cackling in the back of your head, Silas. You changed a lot recently. As your patron sends
Oh my god, what have I done?
a comedic energy of joy seeing your malformed body.
Like
You don't need to
one
thank
piece
me.
enough?
You don't need to thank me too much, but let's just say you might not be here if I wasn't. And your friends here, of course.
No, Mickey. Just took a solar flare to the dome.
When you said that without your friends thing, that's like when you're in the doctors and they're like, "Oh yeah, it was God and not the doctors who helped." I'm like, okay.
Well, he said, "And your friends."
Yeah.
But yeah. Thank you, God, not the doctor who spent 8 years learning how to do the heart surgery and the first world fucking technology of medicine.
Oh my god.
But Silas,
Hi.
your heart doesn't beat.
Cool, I'm a fucking ghoul.
You don't feel temperature anymore.
How's it going, smooth skin?
I would like to see an AI version of this, but I don't think it would allow what you look like now. Oh, I do imagine something like a fucking smooth skin. I mean, a ghoul. Yeah, that's funny. You do have parts of your body that show bone. I will say, just scorched black bone on some pieces of your arm and legs.
This is what he is now. That this fucking curly from mouthwashing as he's screaming in fucking pain.
God.
It started playing on my stream and it for sure sounded like porn.
Me, I have to ask. Please be nice. But what happened to my backpack?
Your backpack, your backpack somehow stumbled off the platform. It's near the stairs.
I handed
but your
it to
armor I'm sorry, your armor is disintegrated completely.
No, that's I will take that because to be honest, I think I was only getting a +1 from it anyway.
Also, we had no confirmation if that was a real diamond or not. That could have been really bad.
It was a pogem, plastic.
Because I remember when I first got it, we're like, "Oh yeah, I can use Revivify. We have a diamond now." And you're like, "Or could it be a diamond?" And I thought of that like right as I did it.
Because I think it was something like you guys maybe didn't investigate it very well, so you just weren't sure if it was a diamond.
We weren't, so we just accepted it and moved on. And that could have turned really fucking poorly.
But yeah, and Ryan, you feel invigorated.
Oops.
Close to your patron, closer than ever. You feel like you could contact her almost at any moment now. And you feel a connection farther, much more than before, to the stars and radiant energy in general.
Oh, fuck.
Is Doctor naked next to me?
He is a naked, burnt corpse that
Right,
now got revived.
I'm gonna toss him the robe of eyes.
Luckily, his penis has been burned away. You don't see that.
Okay.
Cool. So
I
I
shouldn't say
went
luckily
from,
for him, unfortunately, but
I'll keep the cloak. No,
I went from no fucking senses and no skin to I can fucking see everything.
Yep, you can have the cloak of many eyes.
You drape it over.
And now you see everything. It's just flashbacks in every eye. That would be fucking terrible.
Struggle to fucking put my hand through this fucking robe, though. Can I get some help?
It's just very awkward. It's like when you're in the hospital seeing somebody you know and we're just like trying to help you out.
Wait. Me.
Yeah.
Because my rapier is my packed weapon, as a bonus action, I can conjure and dissipate it. I'm gonna try to dissipate the rapier.
Okay. You dissipate the rapier and it leaves basically from halfway up your forearm is gone.
Fuck.
You just have a nub.
Oh wait, this is so sick though. It went with you. Maybe you want to keep that out. I mean, you're gonna need some sort of a tool. You can do a lot of poking.
I'm gonna stick my nub through the robe, and then I'll reconjure the sword, and I'll hope to God it comes back to safe.
It comes back. And it actually, no, it doesn't hurt because you don't have any nerve endings, but you see like a horrifying like tendrils of flesh start to spread from the nub, forming this blackened wrist and hand that's fused with the handle of the blade.
Y'all, I hate to say it, but I'm not doing so hot.
Kind of like Prototype, the games. where you just like summon this blade from your hands with tendrils that wrap around it. That's kind of what it looks like now.
Oh my gosh, you're turning him from like a really depressing burn victim into a cool ass guy. Cause that's fucking sick.
It's also just really depressing.
It is. It got really dark really fast. Like after, it was funny when I pressed the button. It was not funny after.
The fact that I immediately say like you die, like immediately. This is like probably the largest consequence of this campaign so far.
I knew in the back of my mind I was just straight up fizzled. That's why I asked about Revivify first.
Lucky
But I really had to
and
try to absorb the fucking sun.
You still have your
Initially, I thought initially you were gonna stand to the side and try to like catch the beam with your blade, but you just stood on the platform like, oh no.
Well, I have to
The real
absorb it
question
from the
is, how much of
source.
the sun did he absorb?
Yep.
Also, guys, mind you, we shot 7 of those to the volcano.
Oh, so it does make sense after I look at a kind of human. He wasn't. I couldn't know if you call you a human anymore beforehand. Sorry, doctor, but it could. There's a chance based off of what I've seen in many other places, and I've been forced to fight. There's a chance we might have laid it dormant for a specific amount of time, but we don't know how it might react when it wakes up. That's the problem we're faced with here.
Okay, so we may want to get the fuck out of here, but I'm not gonna lie, I could really use res.
Well, I'll try my best. We can go. I'll carry, because this is my lore right now. Is you're weak as fuck. I'll carry you back to the water room, and I will do my best to make a makeshift little area that is comfortable enough for Doctor. And that if that was fresh water, I will feed you water.
Wait, yeah, take me back to the spring. It soothed the rage. It might soothe the pain too.
Stop saying stuff that's gonna make me cry, because that's like sad as hell.
It was fresh water.
I just experienced the sun.
I'll carry
Don't
you
feel
back to the
sad. I
pond.
brought it upon myself. I wanted to absorb it, and I learned while I could.
And
Why
you
does
guys
this
make
remind me of that
Oh,
fucking
shit.
Baldur's Gate scene?
Which
With
one,
fucking
homie?
Astarion.
Brother, I haven't got that. I don't know.
the end scene, dude. I haven't gotten to that one yet. Please don't. I got to one of his points, but I haven't beat it yet or let him ascend.
Wait, Cameron, I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
it's one of his dialogues. It's fucking hilarious.
I think I know which one it is too.
Next time.
Yeah,
I would
know
say
exactly what
too-
you're talking about.
You guys make note that Silas's eyes are permanently glowing brighter green now, and the yellow and green energy in his rapier, like the green part of it, is the same exact tone as his eyes, and they kind of pulse in rhythm.
And I'm assuming like the whites of your eyes are becoming more and more bloodshot as you can't blink or something.
Well, I don't even know what happened to my eyelids. They're probably still over on the floor.
His entire eyes are green. The whites and the
Oh.
pupils are all green now.
Like he asked me to, I will like hold him and then like sort of softly let him into the water, but I'm just see how if it causes him any relief in terms of stimulation, I guess.
Yeah, Silas, you didn't go in the water before, did you?
I did.
I think you were the last one. Oh, you did go. Okay.
Yeah, because I was on fire.
That's
That's where my pants went.
You were on fire before, and then you were sunburned. All right. It's been a day for you.
A
so
running theme.
you lower him into the water, and Silas, the 3 nerve endings you have left that are searing in pain feel dull.
3 nerve endings. I have.
Like basically, I feel like you'd only really feel sensations in your eyes at this point. Like the rest of your body is just burnt fucking skin, very close to the bone.
And I will bring him over to the makeshift bed that I will have made for him.
All right, and he lays there. I'd assume.
Yes,
Probably
yes,
doesn't have
they
a
will.
choice right now.
I don't know how we're gonna
Yeah.
get out of this one. I really
All
don't.
right. So whoever's putting mouthwashing, how's Curly go?
Well,
I really hope he
just
works out.
screams. Let me just say we don't ever know, but it's assumed that it went bad.
Okay.
But it's That's also a mindfuck of a game. So many things happened before that don't relate to him being a burn victim.
And
I love how you drink a health potion before that.
not out. Orion.
I took a heal up.
As you exit this platform, feeling invigorated with these new glowing crystal-like horns and yellow eyes. Your whole eyes aren't yellow, but like the pupils now kind of glow and pulsate with yellow.
Okay.
You can now equip the astral leather armor and attune to it immediately after that.
All right.
Oh fuck.
And if any of you guys wanted to get the wrath totems, there are 2 of them. You guys can add them if you wish, unless you want Mahu to hold on to them, as well as if someone wanted the snake staff.
Oh, I thought I had the totems, but.
Oh, you did grab them. Okay, yeah, okay.
I'll take one if you'll give me one.
I'm trying to remember what it was called. I think it's called Totem of Wrath.
I mean, if someone wants to grab the staff, if nothing else, I'll take a look at it when I can.
I mean, I can hold on to it.
I
until
played
you,
around with it, but it's definitely not going to be
get
something
a
I
grip.
use.
So can I have
That
one of those
one?
totems?
I can toss you a totem. What were they called?
Totem of Wrath. And yeah, you can pick up the staff, Al, if no one else wants it. I know Silas mentioned it too. Either
Yeah,
one
but
of you,
he
it's
has
up to you guys.
I'm gonna say the
I
same
don't
joke.
really have
He
the
has to get a
capability.
grip first.
Fuck
You
off,
can only
Sam.
one-hand it.
That's so
I
fun.
had to. No one reacted the first time. Fuck you guys.
I don't think we even heard you to the first time.
There is one thing that I wanted to experiment with the staff.
Yeah.
If nobody's using it yet, how tall are the ceilings in the water room?
In the water room, probably about 30 feet tall.
Okay. You said it extended to like 15 feet?
15, yeah.
So, I want to see what happens when I put the side that I can rotate into the ground and hold on to the top of it. So it extends into the ground while I'm holding onto it.
Okay. You do so and make a strength check as you attempt to hold on to the staff.
Okay. Natural 20.
Okay. You hold onto the staff and it shoots into the ground, propelling you 30 feet in the opposite direction. And then you make an acrobatics check to see how you land.
I hit the ceiling.
Oh yeah, if you're aimed up, yeah. Okay, that was exactly the amount too. Okay, never
I
mind.
hit the fucking
Yeah,
ceiling.
you smack into the ceiling. You take 4 bludgeoning damage and you smack your head into the fucking stone ceiling.
And as I'm pulling back down, when I get into range of the ground with my echo, I'm gonna summon my echo on the ground and TP to things so I don't take fall damage.
Okay.
Holy
I would
shit.
say as you're paying more attention to this staff, you also make note that the coils at the bottom seem like they could be moved. Because the head of this staff is a snake head, and the bottom cap on the bottom of the staff is a coiled snake tail.
Was there anybody else who wanted to play with it? And I'll let them know about the tail.
I think I'm done playing for a little bit.
Al's the only one that has used the staff
I mean,
all throughout the entire campaign. Has never touched anything else, so probably Al.
Everyone's
Yeah.
begging him to grab it, and he's just
I
like,
just
"No!"
don't understand why you don't say anything, because you're asking to not have it. Just say you want it.
I have a ceremonial one. I mean, at most I won't poison somebody.
You have 2 for utility. We're like trying to force it down your throat with the cap off.
All right, fine. I'll take the fucking staff.
You don't
Jesus.
have to take it. I mean, jeez.
That's a
I
staff.
mean, do you really think
15
I'm
feet
ever going to
range.
pass a lot of these fucking checks?
Probably not, but it'd be funny. Rule of funny.
Pass what checks? The strength?
Yes.
Mm,
Maybe if you attempted to attune to the weapon to understand how it works, you can understand how to use it properly. I don't know. That's kind of weird.
And again, 15-foot
Possibly.
weapon range.
Yeah, but if I wanted to tune, that means I have to remove one of my amazing items I have that are probably keeping me alive.
Oh, that is true. You can only have 3, can't you?
Yep.
I would probably be useless with this thing unless it's got some like crazy mobility quirks.
You don't even know if you need to attune to it, by the way.
No, I know. I mean, sure, I'll take it.
Imagine if it was the staff of Al and it was like.
Well, when I hand it
your
over to
god
you, I'm
staff.
going to tell you about the snake coils. I haven't experimented with those yet. I played with the snake head.
That's weird. We're talking about playing with a snake head, and that just sounds wrong.
Oh, yeah.
We love playing with staffs in this chat.
You know what? I'll put my ceremonial quarterstaff away for a bit then.
The crazier part is when you play with the head, it grows.
This
Fuck.
fucking guy.
And springs upward violently.
It springs upward.
It's about to get weird.
It's out. No, never mind. Okay. I'm so sorry.
Don't be.
I will make note too. I forgot to mention, like when you sprung it upwards, when you twisted the head, you did notice a little bit of like venom. It looked like spraying from the, like flying out from the fangs,
Okay.
dripping onto the floor.
Of course it would be.
I handed it off to Al. I told him about the coils. That's about it.
All right.
Well, when I'm in a bit more of an open area, I'd be more than willing.
It is a pretty tight area, isn't it? Very slammed into the ceiling.
This is a very vertical room. This dome is much higher.
Well,
It's
if
like-
we're over by the other.
Oh, you guys are in the water
room.
room. I keep forgetting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 30. Yeah. Okay. Are you going to an area with more room? Is that what you're saying?
I want to say yes so bad. I'll
up
say
to you.
yes.
Trust
I
you,
wanna-
check.
Yeah.
I gotta go somewhere and I gotta test it myself.
Oh yeah, I'll go stand on that stage or hit this button over here.
I'm just gonna give him a side eye.
What? I'm feeling great.
Yeah, you guys like definitely notice immediately. Like he looks very different now, Orion, with his glowing eyes and this intricately crafted chess piece with obsidian studs and his twice as long horns that are kind of gem-like and glowing.
I
yeah,
totally
you,
feel this disease.
I would like to use the spring, hopefully at an angle, because I'm assuming it's at least I can take a little bit less fall damage if I land on the platform from the being lower.
So you're gonna twist the snake coil tail at the bottom.
Yes.
Okay. You do so, and in the opposite direction of where the staff is pointed. I'm assuming you're pointing it kind of so you spring upwards.
I'm
On
upwards
the-
at a slight
and land on the
angle to
platform.
land on the platform.
Okay. Yeah, you spring upwards 30 feet in the air, and you're able to land at the top of the platform.
Wasn't too bad.
You make
It
note
has some cool
that
utility quirks.
it's as you twist this snake coil at the bottom, the actual metal tail springs upward, propelling you. It does not extend, but it springs, launching upwards.
All right, well, before somebody decides to push the fucking button, I'm getting down.
I was on my way.
That wasn't too bad. That's actually pretty fun. Doctor, you'd love this when you have hands.
Well, is Mahu with us too?
Yes.
So, as we sit around our friend who's now a charred person, I sort of, if Herod sort of hit a wall. What are we even supposed to do now? What would even be our next step? Because we have to figure it out before we leave this stupid fucking temple.
Excuse me.
Can I get my skin back first?
This is the temple of my ancestors with great power.
Yeah, well, I'm quite upset it almost fucking killed my friend because he was a dumbass.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Not a-
Dharma's gonna kill me.
I mean, you kind
I'm not a
of
dumbass, I'm mad.
kind of just answered your own statement there.
It's been a long fucking week, and I'm already tired of being in this fucking plane of existence.
I think there's still some mystery left in that room of mirrors.
then I'll go in there and fucking smash every fucking walls in there to get those fucking little reflections that everybody loves out so much. How would that feel, guys? Is that what you want to do? Look at our fucking friend.
I
Man,
would
do you have a
prefer if
refresh
you.
on Herod's rage level?
I
0.
prefer if you did not
what?
desecrate
Yeah,
the
he doesn't
temple.
get that rage.
Whose rage? Herod is at a 0 rage level.
This is.
But he can still be
human
angry in
rage.
character, but he's not like forced to feel angry.
No, to be honest, I thought it was at a 4. I forgot that was someone else.
No, I'm at a 2 now.
That was you. So he's
Oh,
like,
used to be at a
that's
5.
Me. That's me. I'm just staring at the fucking wall every once in a while.
Everybody
you're at a
lost a
3.
rage level when we shot the beam.
Oh
and
yeah,
we
I
didn't
went
hear.
down one.
Herod 0,
cool.
Silas 3, Orion 3, Al 2, Shadow 3.
Perhaps I'm not angry enough to take the fierce wrath of the sun. All right, carry
Sounds
on.
like
Never
it
mind.
surprised you.
No, I love how the rage doesn't reset upon death.
Fair.
I truly die.
For about 45 seconds, yeah.
Oh, well, fuck.
All right. Well, are we ready to walk our way back, or we want to try to get a long rest in to allow our friend here to heal a little?
I think we should.
We can
Let's
long
Silas
rest
heal.
in our room of cool slabs.
Now that we have a very, very, burnt friend, a very angry hell guy, a somewhat different goat.
A somewhat different goat.
A gorilla
You've
that's
just
not
put yourself on my
happy.
list.
The gorilla that's somewhat angry with the hell guy. And lizard.
I would like to walk back to that second room there with all of the reflections.
Fine, a somewhat different Starhoof.
There you go.
Which room are you going to, Orion? What'd you say?
The one with all the reflections, where I played the tune last, as I actually did.
Yeah. And when you come back, you notice that all your reflections still seem happy, and they now show your new resemblance. You get to see your new form for the first time, with these glowing yellow eyes and this intricate chest piece, and your new twirled horns that resemble yellow crystals.
I'm just gonna sit there and soak it in. Give a look towards the reflections. Aye, fellas. What do we think of the new me? Just kind of talking to myself in the reflections.
Right back.
The reflections are quite quiet today.
Oh no, but no reflections. All I hear is the voices in my head and the searing of my flesh.
Yeah, this is gonna be bad for a while. Until it's really cool.
I probably don't understand a word he's saying.
I'm just like getting half words from fucking sign language.
Fuck off the half words. I only have one hand. But
And it probably only has half the functionality right now.
The only reason why Herod's being so nice to you is the Poe in me, because you literally died and then got resurrected in the same way Poe did to get here in the first place.
Alright, I'm back.
So are we long resting? Or no, sorry, you're in the room with the thing. I forgot the last 30 seconds.
Yeah. We can long rest in this room. I just wanted to go see myself. Me and the boys.
And as you guys long rest in this room, everyone else's reflections looks angry at them, especially Al's, who was harassed by him. And they're all just like,
And I'm just gonna
scoffing at
smirk.
so
I'm slightly happy, okay? Like I'm not as angry.
I carried you,
I've
don't
lost
worry.
I've lost 60% of my anger right now. I'm not gonna be calm about them, but I'm understanding of them.
So what's my reflection look like?
You look at your reflection and you see your new horrifying guise. This melted corpse of a man that is what I described earlier. The bright green eyes, no lips, no eyelids, etc. Some bones, scorched black, exposed as you wear the robe of eyes. And your rapier hand shining and pulsing. And your reflection does look angry.
Okay. Well, change was bound to come to me eventually. Change is good. I'd hope. Yes, change is good. Ha ha. Oh ha.
I love how your patron is Tim Allen from Home Improvement.
Wait, what's this thing?
Yeah. Hey, Corpse Man, my favorite doctor. I have something for you that can ease the pain more.
What?
Since you don't have the greatest control, just trust me. And I'll take out my, banana stimulant mash. And I'm going to... I will spoon feed you it. This will make you forget about everything. You're eating banana cocaine, doctor.
Cool.
The zombie bananas? Let me get you a fact about those.
All you had to say was banana cocaine.
So now you feel like you can stay up for days. Because I'm definitely sure that's what you want in this state.
No, it wanted to sleep.
It was the... he's trying to do a long rest and you're feeding him stimulant fucking bananas. He's just like shaking.
I had to get rid of it before it rotted.
I'm just vibrating in my burnt flesh.
You just see him mashing if he's eating, he's just mashing it with an open mouth, just no lips to cover this food spilling out of his mouth.
Yeah, before I hit the long rest, I'm gonna tap the floor for the reflection and just be like a good night motion to them.
A good night motion, just like a general, not trying to be mean or nice, just
Nope, just in general, just a good night. They're not gonna take it well.
They grab their stabs and try to poke at you with them in response.
I'm just gonna smile.
When
Them
I
being
go
unhappy
long
makes me
rest-
happy.
Let's see. I'm gonna use the
Candle
Kovashi idol and take a 15 HP hit
All right.
to reduce my rage level by 3
Okay.
until pretty much until our next long rest.
And what you guys see when he does this is the dark red fire energy kind of shoots out from his chest as he bears this totem in one hand, and it gets absorbed by the totem, which kind of glows a dim red for a second and then goes back to the wooden color it was before, as you feel a lot of pain but feel less rage. And that would reduce by 3, right?
Yep, puts me down to
All
0.
right. All right. Yeah, everyone can take their long rests.
Cool.
And that's probably a good point to stop, I would say.
Probably.
And everybody will level up.
Let's go!
Holy shit! I just got here.
Me.
Yes.
Is there any immediate additions or changes I should make for my burnt skin? You said shit was gonna be different.
You are now undead.
Oh.
Is one thing for sure.
You cannot be exhausted. Ooh.
You will get the undying resilience thing that zombies have, where if you're reduced to 1 HP, you can make a con save.
Fucking go.
Or 0 HP. There will be some other effects. I will make a new custom item for the rapier, which will be a new weapon, basically. Yeah, there will be some other changes. I'll think about them, and you can pitch some ideas to see how you change. But it will be like it's a pretty drastic change of form, and probably some other
I'm
things.
down for that. I wasn't expecting. I really just wanted to absorb the sun, but I guess I
Oh,
did
yeah.
that in some other ways.